Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper S Viperland, and I am back in Path of Exile with the cast on crit Scorching Ray slash Firestorm character. Still going well, though I've hit just the tiniest of road bumps in that I think I took Val Pact too early. I may have taken it too early before I had quite the oomph going, and before I had Savagery. But, you know, whatever. I can respec out of it. I have 8 respec points if it really ends up being that detrimental. For now, I'll keep it. So the reason I think I took it too early is I don't think I have enough life to make it worthwhile, whereas I had an okay amount of regeneration. But whatever. We're going to roll with it. Goals for tonight. Hopefully, find a better shield. This is good for life and resist, but I wouldn't mind finding a good spirit shield. Hello, Mystic Blizzard. Welcome to Viperland and the chat on this wonderful evening where we're going to set a lot of stuff ablaze. I wouldn't mind a better amulet. All attributes is nice, and without it, we can maintain our stuff. For a while we couldn't. All attributes is nice. The cold resist is okay, but it's 6%. Lightning resist is okay. I wouldn't mind something that's got a little bit of like damage to spells, and a better weapon would be okay too. For the most part, I wanted to roll life under those gloves while I'm actually in my base already. La dee da dee da. Add some life. Beautiful. Look at that, now I am more healthy. Now to head back out. So, we were in the middle of Act 3 Merciless, so we're getting pretty darn close to hitting maps again. I guess I could just head into maps, but whatever. Yeah, it's evening here. It's like 11 o'clock p.m., so I count that as evening. We were heading through the marketplace. And you know what, screw it, we're gonna equip these. What do I care? I'm using those as I go, I'm not really saving them on this character. So through the marketplace, we already did the sewer quest, so we're just honestly looking for the way forward. We've got our 2 auras, and honestly, it just constantly re-equips all this other stuff. None of it matters. I can only actually cast 1 spell that I have equipped. Everything else is linked up to cast no damage taken. Oh yeah, I should introduce the character just for people who are new here. And hello, Rick, by the way. Welcome to Viperland and the chat. The concept of this character is fairly simple. We take cast while channeling, which means anytime you're channeling one spell, it'll automatically cast another spell at higher damage every 0.39 seconds. So 2 times a second it casts a supported spell. We have Scorching Ray, which without cast while channeling just does Kamehameha. Pretty cool. It flames things. It does a stacking fire penetration debuff, so their armor goes down drastically. And with the cast while channeling, we penetrate even more fire damage, and we cast Firestorm. So instead of how it looked before, now it also rains down fire from the heavens. Pretty damn wonderful. We've got an aura that gives us more fire damage, and we've got a aura that makes things around us weak to fire. It's very fire. Very fire. The other thing this build does is it uses a ton of different cast when damage taken skills of different levels. So when I take, with this one, 1,221 damage total, it could be smaller hits, whatever, but once I've triggered that amount of damage, it automatically casts Fireball, Flame Surge, Firestorm, or over here, it'll cast Firestorm, Molten Shell, it'll cast Firestorm, Fireball, Magma Orb. The point is, when I take damage, lots of stuff happens. And while I don't have it yet, I will be taking this shortly, where every time I take a Savage hit, which is 15% of my max HP in one hit, 100% of damage leached as life. Which is so good. It's so good. So if I take a big hit, every single thing I do, with the exception of the actual ray itself is technically a degen, not a hit. This was pointed out to me by a fantastic YouTube commenter on my last video, whose name I forget, and I will try and find it by the end of the last video. Because oh no, it was Dorian Gray. How could I forget that name? YouTube commenter Dorian Gray was like, hey, by the way, just so you know, the beam doesn't leech, but all the fire and all the stuff that's triggered by me getting hit will leech. 100% of damage. Meaning, as long as something is able to hit me... Wow, he dropped a ton of stuff. Is any of it good? Extra cold damage doesn't help. Cold damage to spells is okay, because even though we do a ton of fire damage, we can technically add cold to that. But it doesn't matter too much. We'll take them all, though, because we can sell them. I'll have a few skills not leveled up over here, because I'm trying to keep... Cast when damage taken is great, but it has this first top line, gem can only support skill gems requiring level X or lower. This time it's 54, so I gotta make sure everything in this link requires level 54 or lower. So there's a little bit of balancing going on. That's why we have things not quite leveled up yet. So there'll be a little balancing. But for the most part, this will go well. Hopefully. Finally got a Scorching flask, which is so important with this build, because bleeds count as a damage over time. They can't hit you, they just degen you to death, and so Scorching helps a lot. We're moving towards piety, slowly, and pretty much just murdering everything in our way. La-da-da. And there we go. See, we can kind of just stand still, melt them, and leech back a ton of health. Oh, crap, he had a guy. And there we go. Simple, effective, gets the job done. Wow, another essence right there. Is that one of the things I have? Da-da-da. We get a rampage. There contains up to 4 monsters and essences. Holy crap. I think that's the highest number I've seen rolled before, at least. Oh boy, okay. That said, this build can still totally be very spiky on the health. That's why I have to panic flask a lot. Which is fine. I also might turn down the sound. It might be a little too loud. So yeah, fairly simple. Just a lot of burning and reactionary stuff. If I find myself in a decent place, I might try out, just to show how much stuff gets cast when I take a hit, I might just not cast anything real quick. Like this guy, here we go. I am not going to touch any skill buttons. That icon means we're immune to physical damage during that time. There you go. So I did nothing, they died. It took a lot of my health. I wouldn't recommend that for everything, but eventually we'll be able to kind of maintain that. Eventually. This is not the quite final form of the build yet. We got a little ways to go, but it's very much shaping up, and it's been very fun. Oh boy. It is worth noting, I am playing this character in the solo self-found league. So I can't party with other people. It's solo, that's kind of in the name. And since I can't party, I can't trade with people. It's only the items I have found. Though, you can share items between your own solo self-found characters. Viper equals God, I wish. I also did not make this build. This build, I am following a build guide by what was the person's name? Let's see. Da-da-da. Captain Warlord. They made this build guide. I'm following it. It's fantastic. I cannot take any credit for this other than I can take credit for having a blast with it. Fire, blast, explosions. So yeah. Having a good time with it. This is also not quite endgame, though I'm hoping this build might be able to take me towards the endgame stuff that I don't normally get to see. I tend to play more niche builds that are just kind of silly and fun. This happens to be silly and fun, and potentially powerful. That said, there will be certain bosses that are going to be very difficult to kill. Why are weapons following me? Thank you, die weapons. There are certain bosses, if they're super, like if they're immune to fire, I can't kill it. That's all I got is fire. Apparently, the same build creator has done variations of this build and says this one's the most powerful, but if you wanted a variation that did all cold spells, you can do it. If you want a variation with all lightning, all physical spells, they're all doable. Apparently fire is still the OG and still the better one, but it would be interesting in future leagues to try something like this with other ones. I also love the concept that I am a berserker. Like, I am a guy that starts out in all life and armor. He's all physical, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be a spellcaster. Just because. And it's effective. It works. Da-da-da. The funny thing also, the beam, while it does some stacking damage, it also just applies a burn. And if I can get my spell damage up high enough, which as of now it's not, I can kind of just sweep over a crowd, and they'll just all die to both the firestorm and the burn. La-da-da-da-da-da. As it is, I kind of have to... Whoa, something dropped. Jack-in-the-Box. Ooh, I like the Jack-in-the-Box. If I get 4 of these, I'll just get a random unique item. Could be flipping anything. Could be fantastic. It could be rubbish, but it doesn't matter. It'll be unique. So it'll be interesting. I like the gambling type divination cards. So it's like, you'll get something. Probably something bad, but you don't know. These essences, by the way, are good when you're trying to... they turn a normal item into a rare with a specific guaranteed property. So like this one, if I use this on armor, minions have increased maximum life. Those were ones I was using a lot on my summoner character, which I still have and will still be using, though I'm having fun with this character. They're both in the solo self-found league, so they can share items between only each other, not my other characters. It is worth noting, this game is free. Free to play on Steam. It is being developed for Xbox One, and should release on Xbox One roughly about the same time the next expansion comes out, which is about 3 months from now. We don't have a finite date, but it is coming to Xbox One as well. They won't be cross-play simply because balancing issues. Playing with a mouse and keyboard and playing with a controller just force them to balance the game a little differently. So they've stated it will not be cross-play, but it will have 100% of the content that the PC version has. Nothing will be left out, nothing will be clipped. Items just might have slightly different balance just because of the different control scheme, and on a PC you can easily quick snap to somebody. On the 360 you might not be able to. That type of stuff. But the content will all be there. And it is a game I love the crap out of. I really love this game and play a lot of it. Usually when the big new leagues come around, every 3 months or so, they have a new self-contained league. Think of it kind of like the ladder resets in Diablo 2, kind of. Functionally similar, not quite identical. That always introduce new things, like the thing in this one is these league stones I'm using, which have the effects of every league up to this point. And you can equip 3 at a time, and the next area you go to will have all of those bonuses. So you can kind of, it's a league that's kind of a mix and match, create your own league. Which is pretty cool, right before the 3.0 expansion is going to fairly drastically change the game. The entire leveling process is going to go different. Apparently the end game is not being changed as drastically. It's still maps, it's still going to be cool, but the leveling progression is going to be quite different. As it stands now, it's your standard loot-based action RPG. You go through Acts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on normal. Then you do Acts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on cruel. Then you do Acts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on merciless. Or 1, 2, 3, 4 now. There will be 5 in the expansion. But when the expansion comes out, they're changing it. Instead of that, you go to Acts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. No different difficulties, just 10 acts. So that'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to that a lot. This is also not a very fast-moving character. If I had more sockets, I could put in a shield charge, because I use a shield, but as it is, I don't. So, whatever. Did we get the item we needed? Yes, we did. We actually got the item we needed. But I'm going to grab the waypoint in case I ever need to come back. I don't imagine I will, but it's one of those, we're here, why the hell not? I don't want to have to go bouncing around looking for it later. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I don't know what that... That's a big guy. That's a big guy and is doing way more frost damage than we can leech through. Okay, wonderful. This is bad. We might easily die here. So I'm going to pop a portal in the inevitability I die. Why are we not leeching through his damage fast enough? Oh boy! Oh, I should be dead. I should definitely be dead. I don't level those yet. It's just habit. I'm so used to clicking these all the time just to level them up, but right now I need those specifically to not level yet. And you can right-click it to dismiss this without leveling it, but I want to be reminded when I need it, so it's easier to just leave it up. Let's see, Muttering Essence. Murder these guys. So I didn't expect a random Beyond Demon to pop up there. That was totally unexpected. I don't think we have Beyond Leak Stones going. Nope. Essence Monsters and Bloodline mods. But I guess one of the Bloodlines calls a Beyond Demon, so who knew? I didn't know that. Where the hell is the waypoint? Do we have any currency to pop on this just for the hell of it? Yeah. We shouldn't. Additional socket. Probably going to be terrible. It was a waste of currency, but you never know. You could always try. Wow, nothing. I mean, stuff did pop out, but I use a loot filter that hides stuff that's not worth picking up. So, stuff popped out, but nothing worthwhile. Keep on murdering these guys. So I will eventually scale up the damage on this. I haven't been doing much with the damage. I've been focusing on living. Technically, I get some spell damage here with some fire damage to spells with an increased burning damage. I don't know if this counts as a burn. Not sure, actually. We need to get a spirit shield, which will have more spell damage, and we could roll more spell damage here and get a better weapon. That's kind of the low-key things I'm trying to do. My survivability is doing alright. We just need to make sure our life total stays up high, and that will keep going as we keep leveling. Let's sell off our stuff real quick. Oh, and we got a new prophecy to pick up. No, not purchase, though we can see if he's got anything worthwhile. He's got a chromatic item that we can't fit in our inventory. Damn it. Well, hold on. Hey, a new challenge complete. What the hell are we up to now? Did we get the... I think we got the footprints effect. Let's freaking equip that then. Radiant... Did we get Legacy, Ebony, Razor, Ghost Flame? Sometimes they don't put them in the front page. Brandis. Legacy. Sweet. So, in... Oh, you lost connection. Well, welcome back, Mystic Blizzard. In the challenge leagues, usually there are a bunch of, well, go figure, challenges. If you do certain numbers of them, you get microtransaction effects that you can only ever get this way. I just got my 12th challenge, so we got the footprint effects. So these little footprints I leave behind, you can only get this design from this league by doing any 12 challenges. Which is not bad. We can easily... Oh, we're starting to get little latency spikes. In-game, though, our streaming seems to be going just fine. So it seems to be just a in-game latency spike. We could easily finish this. Our next one is at 24 for the weapon effect, or 19 gets us a totem, which I'd like to get. So, the portal would be great, but 36 is really hard. Some of these are not simple. Let's see. What was I doing? I was buying that chromatic thing from him, because we need free chromatic orbs. Oh, I didn't freaking adjust my inventory well enough. There. Problem solved. Chromatic item. We'll sell that back to him immediately in a second. Hello, Coded Delta. Welcome to Viperland and the chat. I did start. I actually started on time for once. I'm usually late these days, just because I'm usually, you know, just dicking about, forgetting what time it is. Oh no, your connection isn't so good. That's no good. Always a shame. And, oh, you started a new drawing, Coded. Very cool. I'm doing pretty alright. I'm bracing for the slight winter storm we're getting tomorrow in the Northeast. Just a smidgen of a winter storm. You know, just a little. So you'll discover an area with an electrocuting tempest. That doesn't help or hinder us much. It's just kind of a thing. Pop all these into my chest. And all these over here. That guy there, and these will be traded in a second. So, let's unequip our league stones, because we're just hopping into two areas really quick, so we won't need to use... actually, we can take the portal back. It's closer to where we want to be. And I totally take back what I just said. Let's re-equip those. We want to go through that door. Maybe through the chest. Looking for a snake or scorpion? Do you have in your vicinity the potential to have a snake or a scorpion? Given the two, I'd probably... I swear I heard a tormented spirit, but I couldn't see him. Let's see what they drop. Nothing. Cool, thanks. In my particular location of the world, snakes and scorpions aren't often a possibility, which is a shame. I like snakes. I'm wary of poisonous snakes. Oh, you're in Arizona. Okay, yeah, that's a... That would definitely be a distracting thing. Scorpions, I would not be happy about. I like snakes, though. Clearly, I mean, I'm Viper, so I mean, come on. But in my area in the Northeast, you don't frequently see snakes. Maybe they're around more than I think, but they hide themselves away well. Eyes and lighting, so glowy eye. That makes a lot of sense. We got a rampage streak, but this build isn't great for keeping up rampage streaks, only because it's not fast. I kill things fast enough, but like my move speed is like, Yeah, I'm kinda happy I don't live in an area where scorpions are a thing. Spiders are already enough for me. I'm not arachnophobic. I just don't like spiders. I'm not afraid of them, just don't like them. I don't like anyone that's bigger than like the size of a quarter. I just assume it's probably poisonous and it's gonna bite me. And I don't like that. I'm not afraid. It's not a phobia. It's just, I don't know, not liking them. I can't think of another way to say it, so I clearly just end up repeating myself. Okay, I'll check out the progress pic. Hold on, let's I'll check out the progress pic after the stream. I can kind of see it in the background, but I can't really get a good look at it. Nothing quite like super weak enemies just kind of melting. You know what, actually? We've been on this character long enough, we may as well microtransaction ourselves up a little bit. Real fast. We've got good options. Ooh, we could do the gore. Ooh, yeah, we're going to do the gore set. Hold on. So we're going to go from looking like we did a second ago to... I do have the gore helmet. There we go. Now we're covered in the gore armor, which actually gives us like a little gore circle around us. Which, if I turn off my auras, we can see. There you go. So even with no auras on, we've got that like bloody circle, which is pretty cool. However, now we gotta wait for our mana to come back. We're going to... Do we have any good back effects or helmet effects? Got a infernal weapon effect. That's fitting, right? There you go. Now it's even more on fire. We've got something. Infernal helmet's not bad either, actually. Hold on. You know what? Gore helmet's good. We're going infernal for that extra fire. And didn't we have another fire helmet thing? I swear I did. In the 3.0 update, they've promised they're going to have a better way of sorting this stuff. There you go. We'll have a angelic shield, which doesn't quite fit the flame. Hello, Zarin. Zarin 9000. If only you were 9001, then you'd be over 9000. But hello, and welcome to Viperland and the chat. What else can we add to this helmet? Do you know what? We're going to add the aura, if that looks okay with it. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So we look a little cooler than we did. We got our footprints going. Hold on, we also have a back slot we can do something with. Let's do our apprentice banner. Show our support for our apprentice. No, I don't like that. We'll just leave it as is for now. If I had wings, I could pop them there, but I don't. Yeah. Well, whatever. That's fine. See, I'm trying to catch up on chat and also not die here, but that actually went quickly. That was the area boss. So you're going to shower first, the eyes in the Discord. Yep, I saw that an image was posted in the Discord. I just haven't had a chance to swap over and take a better look. And I'm glad you made it, Zarin. Definitely don't stay awake on my account. Of course. While we burn things to death with fire. Lots of fire. They seem to be zapping us, but it's not really. I think our resistances are maxed. I haven't actually checked it lately. I should do that. I really should. That's actually fairly important. Oh, you spawned more. Fine. Fire your rubble. Doesn't really do much for me. Let's see. Yep, all resist are max. Beautiful. Oh, I forgot to turn back on my auras. That would have helped. Oh, the other thing I could do is my pets. I would like to have my... Honestly, I kind of like the dual fireflies idea. Oh, do you know what? Here we go. We'll bring out the two scorpions. Hopefully this will pull the scorpions away from Mystic by having them follow me instead. That's the hope. We got our little scorpion bros, and hopefully the less bro-ish scorpions will leave Mystic alone. Oh, okay. Damage coming in. Damage coming! Oh, boy. A little close there. I don't have very good potions at the moment. That one's not bad, actually. I should get better potions because it's really the only thing I can use to heal myself other than leeching. So they should be better. Hello, Zarin9000 is now following. Thank you so much for the follow. Always appreciate new followers. Also, how's life been going, Zarin? I've seen you in the Discord occasionally, but like, I don't know. Zarin and I go a ways back. We used to be in the same guild in... It was Burning Crusade we both hit the same guild, I believe. I don't think it was before that. And we used to go around and be awesome. Zarin, me, and Fallen Wolf, the three of us used to just be fantastic. We'd go off, do our own thing, have fun. And do raiding, too. That was the only time where I actually seriously raided in WoW. It was good times, good times. Sadly, I've kind of gone away from WoW now just because subscription fees suck. You can pay with it with in-game gold, but, I mean, right now, there's so many other games to play. Nothing against WoW. Legion is a damn good expansion. Like, honestly, Legion is... probably one of my favorite WoW expansions. It's really done a good job, but Horizon Zero Dawn and Path of Exile and Persona and Nier and Neo, and that's just PS4. Yeah, that was back in the time where running old dungeons took some amount of skill and practice, as opposed to now where it's just like, lol, my damage is so high, the only thing that could possibly stop me would be Spine of Deathwing, because I don't know the mechanics. Which is why that's actually one of my most viewed videos on YouTube, is how to solo Spine and Madness of Deathwing, because people just go, what, I can't DPS stop this? I don't know what to do. And they watch my video. Yeah, that was, we were Paladin, Priest, and Warlock. Paladins are already self-sustaining as hell way back when. Now they're still not bad, but back when they were the solo character. Priest, I mean, of course, Priest always help, and Warlock, just Seed of Corruption, everything exploded. That was good times. Good times indeed. It was before flying mounts and before dual specialization, and not that those things are bad. I like flying mounts. I like dual specialization. I'm not one of those, oh, the game was better then. But I do acknowledge the game was different then. Not necessarily better, definitely different. Oh boy, that hurt. I didn't mean to pop open anything else either. My biggest oh shit flask is on my spacebar. Sometimes I panic so much I accidentally hit like V or B or something with it and hit other things. My, my basalt flask is on my spaceboard just for easy use when I need to go, ah crap, we're gonna die! My other ones are all on number keys, just for, you know, easier access. And we got a level. Beautiful. We're level 64. Not bad at all. I think I was moving up towards this. There we go. And oh boy, something hit me hard. Something hit me very, very hard. Yeah, you did a good job of keeping everyone alive. Until we just pushed it a little too far. We were just like, why not pull 3/4 of the instance? And you're like, maybe. Nah, you were always like, screw it, let's give it a shot. Then we inevitably died, and we went, cool, let's pull just slightly less than that then. And it worked. It was back in the days where, like, we'd go into Kara and we would just pull, like, all the way up to, like, Maiden of Virtue in one pull, and just be like, okay, we got this. I don't know if we ever made it straight to Maiden in one pull, but as a concept, we pulled a lot. Da-da-da. Just melting all this stuff. Oh, we need one of our cast when damage takens to level up, so I can level up the rest of this nonsense over here. Pew pew pew. What the hell is hitting me? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, these things were hitting me. That's what it was. And you give me a... You know what? Let's take a gold amulet. See what we can roll with that. Used to always take those. Lately I haven't been, but my stats are doing okay. We can at least take a look at what we get. Probably bad. We got... Physical damage to attacks, useless to us. Energy shield, not useless to us, but not helpful. 2 resist. Life gained for each enemy hit by your attacks. That's actually not bad. Compared to our ton of stats. Golden lightning. And life. This doesn't have life. I can roll life on it. I'm going to hold on to it for now. I might be able to roll life onto that. Briefly, okay, we have these unequipped, that's good. We'll go to the Undying Butthole, blow it up, and then re-equip our League Stones. Bamboozled again? No, you don't want to get bamboozled. Nothing good comes from being bamboozled. Alright, apply fire directly to the butthole, and it goes away. Now we can re-equip. We only have 2 League Stones. We've got Rampage, which is kind of useless, but whatever. And Warbands. I like Warbands. I've yet to get any of the Warbands uniques this league, and that would be nice. And if I don't, then screw it, whatever. But because there are warbands, that doesn't mean I should check down here. I normally don't. The boss is just straight up top left. Like, this area is almost always fairly the same layout. The game's got a Diablo 2 style randomized layouts for levels, which is good. It honestly does a good job of randomizing things. But some small areas are usually the same. This area is one of them. The boss is always going to be at the top left. The area in between can be fairly randomized, but it's still pretty much a straight shot. All the time. Which is intentional and not a bad thing, in my opinion. The occasional straight shot isn't bad. Alright guys, if you're just going to keep smacking me, I'll keep smacking you. Oh, we also get this. I always forgot I took that ability. Every time we crit, we get 40% more elemental damage for 8 seconds. We don't get any crit multiplier, so the crits themselves don't do extra damage, but the act of critting makes us do extra damage. So, for 8 seconds. And our crit chance is probably not great, but it's not terrible. Say, oh, that's a lot. Crit chance? I don't know where the hell crit chance. Wow, we got so much mana leech. Alright, I have no idea where the crit chance is, so whatever. Oh, I forgot, you wouldn't have seen the ability map. Yeah, it's not an ability map, it's more of a passive skill tree. It's not skills, per se, but yeah, you'll never fill it up. It's absolutely physically impossible. You only get roughly 120 points per character, and you put points in as you go. Your skills themselves actually come from the gems in your gear. Like, my main socket here is my Scorching Ray, Cast while channeling, Firestorm, and Penetrate Fire. That's my main setup. But it is supported from the tree with things like, where was this one up here? There you go. Increase fire damage and area of effective skills. Fairly helpful here. I like having so many has one taken setups. Sometimes they just murder themselves. We got a jewel socket here, which is pretty nice. Yeah, the elemental overload. We just got cruel preparations for max life and elemental resist. We got Veil Pack down here. We're going to be going over here somewhere. To this one later. For more damage leeches life a little bit later. Right now we're just trying to bump up our max life. We're at about 4k. We need to be higher. Like, that's okay. 4k is alright for now, but we are aiming for closer to the 10k range at some point, if possible. Oh, the game is totally customized, and the great thing is, all character classes start on the same tree. Like, it's the only one tree, but your character class determines where you start. Marauder is here, Templar, Witch, Duelist, Ranger, no, Shadow, Ranger, Duelist, and Scion starts dead center. It used to be the only thing separating the classes. Now you can also subclass. I started as a Marauder and subclassed into Berserker, which is this much tinier tree over here that you only get a few points for. Each class has 3 subclasses except Scion, which is weird. People have not played a lot of Scion since they added subclasses because the Scion subclasses are very strange. They effectively let you take minor versions of any 2 other subclasses in the game, which is weird. Not bad, but very niche. You could take... I can't even think of any examples off the top of my head, but you can kinda get minor subclasses to 2 others. It's really hard to explain, and if I had an at-level Scion, I would demonstrate it visually, but I don't, so I can't. Murder this guy. He uses Firestorm on me too, which is kind of funny, but he's not going to out-damage me. Not a chance. The game is super customizable. Not to say that every build is good. My builds only work because I follow build guides. Yay! One more plug for the guy who made the build guide I'm following, Captain Warlord. This is the build guide. It's a lot. He goes very in-depth about this. Very, very in-depth about this build. Like, super in-depth, which is great. There's the short versions you can read too. Oh yeah, or warbands. I exclusively follow build guides because every time I've tried to make a build, it's been terrible. And to me, trying new things is fun, but trying new things that have at least some amount of success is more fun to me. Finding the gear you need and doing that type of stuff is where I get the enjoyment. So the knowledge that this build, in theory, works is great. If it's not working, it probably means I'm playing it weird or don't have the gear for it, in which case I need to get some gear. And that's what I prefer. I prefer the loot. But I just love builds that do interesting things with mechanics. Like last League I did a character that took a skill that's supposed to be a buff for your character, but applied it to a totem, and the totems would just burn everything to death for you. And it would cost 0 mana because it's intended to be used as an aura, but you can put it on a spell totem and have the totem cast it as an aura for no mana, which was great. It wasn't the most effective, but it wasn't bad, like honestly. It was never going to get me to endgame or anything, but it got me to maps. It just wasn't going to do like the hardest stuff out there. I've played this game a lot, but between my altaholism, which is just rolling alts all the time, and the fact that I tend to play sillier builds instead of more focused, this is the metagame, this will win type builds, I've rarely seen like the end-to-end game. I've gotten to mapping, which is like the post-game content, and I've done an okay job with it. Low to mid-tier maps I've been able to do. Rarely high tiers, and usually not the uber bosses, the big things. Right, cast 1 damage taken, that's 9 to 10, which one is that? Okay, get out of here, zombie. Is that 10? Yes, so now we can go up to 56, we got a 48, 50, 50. I bet you, okay, if you're gonna keep going at me, we'll just start shooting you back. That's fine. Yeah, you got a proximity shield, but whatever. Ooh, better be on stone. So we can probably level up Fireball without any issues. Let's do that. Please be under 56. 52. I'll only do Firestorm and Flame Surge. Please don't go over that. If it goes over 56, that's not great. That was a different Firestorm. Maybe it was that one? I should do a better job of keeping an eye on these. I don't think Molten Shell can do much yet. Molten Shell's up here. That's 48. This needs level 54. I can level it up, probably. Please stay under level. Please stay under level 52. Beautiful. Everything is as it should be for now. Which is beautiful. We got a new League Stone. We got a new Silver Coin. We can equip another League Stone. Equip that. Ooh. Ooh. Moss says the next area can spawn a Beyond Portal. I'm not going to use that in a boss area. The next area is a long winding boss area. So I'm going to save those for post-boss. That's what we'll do. But that breach one looks really nice. This character was originally designed by the build creator to be a breach farmer. Last League had breaches, which were really super challenging little pockets of content that could drop really cool things. But they were also really hard. Come on, don't run away. Please don't run away. Good, we got them. They didn't drop anything worthwhile, but we got them. This was meant to just be able to stand still and leech through them. And it does an okay job of it. It's not... I need to do the Cruel Labyrinth to really make it what it's supposed to be. But even this guy has murdered me plenty of times before. This guy actually hits like a truck. What? He does physical damage, and we're really good against physical. He dropped nothing of note. So on this character, it's like, okay, whatever. You know, I guess he tried to hit me a little. Oh hey, look at you guys. And I think we're okay on armor, too. We're okay. Only 22% damage reduction from armor. It's not terrible. Could be better. It could be way worse, too, though. It's also pretty interesting. Cast speed on this build actually determines how fast you can rotate with that skill. Not necessarily how quickly you cast things, because the cast while channeling has a specific set proc. You can level up that skill gem to make it higher, but faster casting doesn't affect it. Faster casting does determine how quickly you can spin like a top. There's another warbands, they're all dead. Conjurer gloves are yes now. Kinda need armor energy shield for most of our stuffs because we need very specifically colored sockets for all of our gear. We need these exact colors, red and blue on everything in these proportions. I need red and 3 blue, red and 3 blue, 3 reds of blue, red and 3 blue, blue red red, red blue blue. Like I have to have those colors, which can make gearing silly sometimes. I can find a really good item and it's just like I won't be able to get the right colors on it, so it's not that useful to me. We had a cast when damage taken getting close to leveling. I'm only trying to actively level up 2 of my cast when damage taken setups right now, only this one and this one. Eventually I'll get to this one. But this needs much more specific levels, so I'm going to worry about that later. Whereas the ones I'm leveling now, I eventually need to get them up to max level, so I don't need to stop before then. I can just go, screw it, get it up to max level, I don't care. So our third one is going to be kind of weaker for now, but whatever. It'll still help. And we'll get it slowly following behind. Probably once we get these to like... level 9. I don't know. I don't know what level I'm going to aim for before I start the other one, but at some point. For now, it's still doing okay. But the main reason we need all those procs is we can't leech from our beam, as I mentioned earlier. The beam itself does not have a hit, so it can't leech. It's a degen, not a attack per se. All this other stuff, all the other fire things that we have can all leech. And the more damage they do, the more damage they'll leech, obviously. So those are the ones we all want to just get massively high levels on. La-da-da, burn away the bloody things. It's usually not noticeable, but this game is a very M-rated game. Besides the whole, you know, we're in a bloody pit fighting things, you got, I don't know, half-flayed people struggling in the blood pools. This is also one of the few games I've ever seen that has legitimate full frontal nudity. There are statues that can come to life, and just like many ancient statues, are legitimate nude figures. Like if you scroll in, you're like, yep, that's nudity. Alright, see you next time, Mystic. I will be streaming tomorrow, assuming my power doesn't go out. We are going to be hit with a blizzard, a very strong blizzard tomorrow. If it doesn't knock out our power, I ain't going to work, so I'll be streaming. But if it knocks out the power, kinda hard to stream. So we'll see. The plan is to be streaming, unless lack of power cuts through it. Either way, thank you for tuning in. See you next time. Tomorrow will be Monster Hunter too, again, assuming internet connectivity lasts. And power. I gotta make sure to charge all my stuff I might need tonight, just in case. We're supposed to get a stupid amount of snow. I think last I heard, the range for my area was somewhere between 12 and 28 inches. With high winds, so like snowdrifts are definitely going to be a possibility and or a reality. Plus high winds, plus ice. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. Yeah, you and me both, Mystic. Either way, thanks for tuning in. See you next time, for sure. I also, oh yeah, tomorrow I might have, apparently people keep commenting on my stuff on Facebook, that's why you might be hearing the little ding on my phone. Tomorrow, depending on, again, power and other things, I may be doing a very special little stream with a special guest. I've been trying to get my dad on the stream for a little bit, considering he's in the room right next to mine, but our schedules very, very rarely align. I work evenings, he works days. By the time I get home, he's usually asleep or resting. Deservedly so. But when he's around, I'm usually sleeping or at work, so... But if we both have the day off tomorrow, I might have a special stream featuring my dad for a bit. It will definitely be Brutal Legend. That's a game I've been meaning to show him for a long while. I truly think he's going to enjoy it. He likes that type of music, as do I, and Jack Black's always a good laugh, so it seems like the right game. So hopefully, I'll let it be known in the Discord and such beforehand, but if that happens, it'll probably be about an hour, hour and a half or so. And I don't know if I'll be able to archive it, as that game uses quite a lot of trademark music, which is great for atmosphere of the game, not so great for uploading archives to YouTube. So we'll see whether that actually could be archived or not. Either way, it's a strong possible... Ooh, Inner Treasure. Mobs with Inner Treasure guarantee drop a unique when you kill them. It's a very rare mod, but they're guaranteed a unique drop. And I don't know what this one is. I've actually never seen this one before, off the top of my head. Check it out once we're safe enough to go into our inventory and ID it. It looks badass. We're not a sword person, so it's probably bad for us. Hondo's Pride. Ezomite Blade. Two-handed sword. Good damage spread. I don't tend to do physical characters in this game, but that 231 to 428 sounds good for this game. Weapon range 8, so it's got a bit of a range. 320% increased physical damage. Sweet. Physical attack damage leeches life. Hell yeah. Increased melee damage against bleeding enemies. Cannot leech life from critical strikes. Chance to blind enemies on critical strike. Causes bleeding on melee critical strikes. Huh. So you want your crit chance high enough to inflict the blind and the bleed, but not so high that you're constantly critting, because then you can't leech life from them. Interesting. I don't know exactly how you'd build around that, but it looks pretty cool. It's got some sweet damage. Or what you could do, have your crit chance be 0 with something like, what is it, Resolute Technique? Your hits can't be evaded, but you never crit, which would negate the bottom portion of that blade, but you use a skill that already can cause bleeding, thus just giving you 50% increased melee damage against bleeding enemies. That's a potential. Like, find a way to bleed things another way, and make it so you can't crit, so you're always leeching, and you're always doing a ton of damage. In theory. I don't usually do melee-type characters. I should. I've been meaning to try one. I really have, but I don't know, I tend to lean spellcasters in this game. Of one form or another. Spellcasters or minion characters very much tends to get my attention. It also helps that those ones are easier to gear. A physical character, you need a good weapon. That's kind of a prerequisite. But for this character, yes, a decent weapon with some spell damage helps, but a lot of my damage comes from just leveling up my skill gems. A lot of my damage comes from that. So just having gear with enough sockets on it can still get me good enough on that. Which helps out nicely. That said, a physical character with a good weapon could probably wreck stuff. I've been meaning to do a cyclone... effectively a cyclone version of this type of character. You spin around, you spin to win, but you also have that same super high amount of leech going on, so you're just really tough to kill. I know that's been a popular build for a while, but I haven't really made one. Flame Surge, I don't think I can level it up again safely. It's 50, this goes up to 56. I might, screw it, let's try. Please don't over level. 53, perfect. Wonderful. Now, let's go for the... when I started this game, this boss was the final boss. In closed beta, this was the final boss of the game. Now it's not. Now it's not even the act boss, but it's still a fairly... Oh, hold on, we got a warbands and a boss arena. I legitimately didn't know that could happen. So before we spawn the boss, let's take these guys down. Honestly didn't know that could happen. However, now let's go to Piety. Hey, Piety, how you doing? La da da da. Please don't teleport away yet. Damn it, you teleported away. Where did he go? She made minions, but where's she? I honestly don't... Oh, there she is. Hello. How you doing? So every time she enters one of those elemental portals, she gets that element for a bit and starts wrecking you with that. However, it doesn't matter. She's dead. We're fairly strong as we are, if you couldn't tell. That's chromatic. If we have room, we can sell it. Boots, no. Coat, no. Helmet, potentially good. Also potentially mediocre, but whatever. Thankfully, since she's such a big boss to beat nonetheless, we get 2 skill points for beating her. So, yeah, I like that. Skill points, which lets us go... We may as well finish off that life tree, or life bit of the tree. I should also make my way over towards the rectangle of life. That'll add a ton to our life pool once we get over there. A little bit of traveling. Gotta get a few strength nodes along the way, which technically give us some life. Not a lot. Oh, hold on. We got no room for that. Let's put this stuff away first. Put all the essences here. We got a ton of essences. Holy crap. I'll upgrade the ones I got later. Hey, we can... Oh, Karen Crow. It's like the worst card. Gets you a magic armor that's guaranteed to have a life roll on it, but it doesn't tell you what type of armor, what level... Like, it's gonna be bad. I guess it's better than nothing in many cases, but barely. Superior flasks, and our unique can go away in our unique storage. Helmet is... Let's see. Not very good. Nope. Nah, that's garbage. Goes over there, and we're good to sell and head out. Those you give us... I doubt the shield will be good, but it's worth checking. Cool. Lots of armor, very little else. Real quick while we're here, every time you level up, they sell different items. And it's worth checking. They can sell things worth quite a bit. Yes, it's super rare, but theoretically possible. And for the moments to check it, it's worth it. So, how are our leak stones doing? Let's unequip those real quick. We have to pass through one area to get to another. We have to pass through here to get to the next one. We don't want our leak stones while we pass through here because it'll use the charge and we'll only be here for like 30 seconds just going in this direction. For the next area, we will want them. Alright, stop it, guys. Could already be in the next area if I wasn't stopping to fight you fools. And there we go. There's the doorway to the next place. However, for this one, we'll take our warbands, our rampage, and we'll add Perandus. Theoretically, we could get some good coins. I still yet to find the guy that actually sells us the things for the coins, but we'll find him. They did recently buff his appearance chance. It used to be he would just occasionally sometimes appear. Now he's got a flat 20% chance every time you make an area with that leak stone. I have either had bad luck or have just been flying through zones and not checked everywhere, which is also part of the problem. Waypoint? I don't think I actually care enough to do the library quest right now, but I'm going to head up here just to see if I can spot Brandis anywhere. Chaos Orb, hell yeah. If I were playing in a league that could trade, Chaos Orbs tend to be the default go-to currency. Yes, you can use anything as a currency, there's no flat gold or anything, it's all kind of trading and bartering. But Chaos Orbs tend to be the go-to, like, people tend to price their things in terms of Chaos Orbs, X number of Chaos Orbs. It's rare enough, but accessible enough that it's the go-to. So, just finding an easy one on the ground never hurts. And they're useful besides the point. That's why they have value, because they're useful. Hey, you, don't shoot at me. Why would you do that? And you don't stab me in the back. once we beat this act, which we're getting close to, we're actually going to start climbing the tower to the Act 3 boss. We might go back and do the labyrinth, or I might do 1 or 2 quests in Act 4 first, just to get the rewards. There is a quest that rewards a skill point, and I should probably do that. Okay, you're going to freeze me. Cool. But you're dead, so it doesn't matter. My fire melted your ice. Thank you. Oh, fine. You're going to leech life off us and slow us, but you die. Nemesis League Stone. All of you buggers. The thing I enjoy in the build guide for this, while the build is designed to be able to take lots of hits and tank a lot of the things in this game, there is a legit part of the guide that's just like, these are the things that will 100% kill you. And it's like, if you get bled and you don't have a Scorching flask, you will die. If you find an enemy with a Thorns aura, you will die. So you'll do so many hits. Thorns auras are apparently the worst, because you'll hit them, it'll bounce a flat number of damage back to you. Because you have all these cast when damage taken things, you'll keep shooting things at them, which will do a flat damage back to you, which will proc your cast when damage taken to shoot at them, which will bounce it back to you. And you can see how this could go south quickly. Apparently that's a thing that could easily happen, and it kind of entertains me that that's a thing. Like, I've been thoroughly forewarned. I know this is not a build I would ever want to play on hardcore, not that I'd be playing hardcore. And it would be pretty entertaining to see happen. All of you guys, go away. I think we're actually still a little above level. Yeah, this is level... No, we're actually about at level. Can't quite see, but I'm close to... kind of close to leveling. It's a little hidden behind the Viperland sign at the moment, but it'll peek out in a few more kills from now. Though I do lose XP if I die, so hopefully we keep that from happening. The Act 3 boss does do a poison, however I do have a flask to cure poison, so we should be okay. Or a bleed. Bleed and poison is effectively the same in this game, for all intents and purposes. They're both chaos damage. They both hit like hell. And they're both a dot instead of a hit. Alright, didn't really find anything down here, so to... Scepter of God. Which is, in all technicality, 2 full areas. We've got the regular Scepter of God here, and we'll hit the upper Scepter of God in a little bit, once we go up a few floors. And at the top of the upper scepter, we've got Dominus, who was the endgame boss when the game was released its 1.0 release on Steam. And at the time was just death incarnate. Holy crap, he was just impossible. Not technically impossible, but crazy hard, considering we were all used to fighting Piety, and she was the last boss at the time. Upgrading to Dominus was just really grinding your games, flexing their muscles and being like, this is the boss we made. Then the Act 4 boss happened and we all just collectively shatter ourselves. Malachi is still really hard. Ah, welcome back, Coated. You just missed raining some fire. You did miss a cool sword drop, but it's not something I can use on this character, so it was more just a, that's cool, put in the bank. That's about it. But we're heading towards the end of Act 3. Then we'll probably back way back and do the Cruel Labyrinth so I can get that skill point to let me do the 100% leech, which should be just absolutely crazy. And then probably proceed into mapping slash dried lake farming, depending on which I decide to do, and or both. Doesn't mean I have to pick one. Oh, possessed statue. So they do tend to fall bottom down, I guess? Bottom up, technically. But again, naked statue, definitely nudity. Yep. Okay, he's wearing pants. It's not specifically the female statues that are naked, but both the male and female statues also aren't always naked. And there's a monster in... Oh, crap, I got frozen. Crap, when I'm frozen, I can do my cast when damage taken things, but I can't channel my death beam, so freezing is bad. Wow, that dropped nothing for a rare strongbox. Oh, whatever. Best of luck on your eye sketching. May the glow be with you, eventually, if it's not glowy yet. Oh, great sword. La da 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 da. Sweeping death beams. I still wish there was a microtransaction effect for the Scorching Ray. Like, it looks good as it is, but just imagine the fun they could have with, like, really over-the-top effects. Like, let's see. Imagine how it would look with something like... Where's the one I'm thinking of? The black hole effects. Let's see if we can... I don't actually want to buy it, I just want to see the... Oh, preview video. It's going to pop it over here, though. But imagine this type of microtransaction effect. This is normally a frost skill, but this is the microtransaction effect you can get for it. Imagine that type of effect on Scorching Ray. How cool would that be? I would buy that. I'd pay a few bucks for that. However, it's a new enough skill they don't have that yet. They have no microtransactions for it yet, but, you know, they will. Or they won't, and that'll be fine too. So a nifty trick, all of the floors of this tower are circular, and the way forward is always in one of the four corners. So it's just a matter of finding which corner it's in, hitting the corners, and finding the way forward. It'll never be in the center, and it'll never be on one of the flat sides. It's always a corner, long hallway, and it's always going to be in a corner. It's just a matter of which corner. Oh wow, look at that. We found it right away. One more level of this one, and then we'll hit the upper scepter. 3 levels of that, and we're good to go. Wow. Normally we don't find them that quickly. That's legitimately, like, oddly quick. And we're out of league stones after this, so we'll just pop in whatever we got. I'm not really thinking too deeply on it yet. I'm just kind of popping what we get. On my other character, I was, like, strategically saving them, trying to do fun combinations. This is just like, screw it! Chaos! See what we get. See what happens. It's all good. And as you can see, the upper scepter floors are a little more disheveled and falling apart than lower scepters, even more as we go up. I think there's usually 3 floors. Top floor leading to the boss. Bloodlines. Got a nice Prentice chest up here. Burn them down. These really messed up my summoner character. Like, these Prentice chests were legitimately a massive hurdle for my summoning character. This character, not so much. That said, on the summoning character, we also melted bosses. Like, the Dominus boss we are working towards, we must have melted him in like 20 seconds. The summoner boss is the summoner character is wonderful against a singular target. When you have setup, you will destroy them. If they don't have AoE and all these other things, but... Excuse me, they are very good at melting Dominus. Very good at that. This character, I'll kill him, but it's not going to be a 10-second fight. And he has the potential to do some big hits to me, too. Why are you not dead? Huh? Why are you not dead? Can you be dead? Please and thank you. My ray is not reaching him, which is bad. So let's just do it this way. Fine. How you doing, guy? Can you stop now? Thank you. Thank you. Alright, you little snakes. Sneaky snakes. Oh, though that reminds me. I think I'm going to take away my scorpions and go back to my original plan, which is my double fireflies, or fire build, so we got some firefly pets. Makes sense to me, at least. And we got a level. So while you do lose some XP when you die, you can never de-level. So if Dominus kills me, I'm never going to go down below 65. We were going this way, so next level we start hitting the big wheel of life. Still call it a wheel even though they changed it to a rectangle. It used to have more nodes and actually be spherical. Everybody called it the life wheel. Now, honestly, the name is stuck for me even though they changed it to a rectangle. Clearly, it did get nerfed and it needed to get nerfed. It was too good. It was too much life. Every life-based character went there. Even now, most life-based characters go there because it's still really good, but it's no longer a you have to do this otherwise you're screwed. Which is nice. Oh, okay, thanks for the dead end game. I guess I'll just go back this way. Slightly glowy, that sounds fun. Hold on, let me mic adjust real quick. There we go. I've not been paying attention to my levels or anything this time, but I haven't had anybody be like, we can't hear you, Viper, so I assume I'm doing okay. La da da da. There we go. So, I think this is the final floor, I believe, unless my count is off. Yeah, it is. That's what the Scion is. So the Scion's the character you have to play through normal mode once to unlock, and she's right there when you originally unlock her. Improvising a glow. I mean, hey, if it works, then it works. You can always, after you're done, look up like popular ways to do it and compare and be like, oh, I tried it this way and that worked, but this way works too. Alright, I figured as much. Sometimes the in-game audio can drown me out just because I make a lot of stuff happens. So every now and again it's like, oh, too many explosions happening. But I think, or not just I think, now I know that we're doing okay. Alright, so this is the boss area. He sends several waves of bigger minions at me first. That's Dominus. He leaves, sends all these guys after me, then he sends all the guys in there after me, then he fights me himself. His first phase, then he fights me himself, his second phase. Alright, 2 minions down. Third one down. Alright, guys breaking out of the inner stuff. Down. Down. And one more's left. Where is he? There he is. Now Dominus himself gets his ass down here. And we hope he doesn't... Can we out-beam him? He's sending souls at us, we're sending fire at him. Technically, I think we won that beam struggle. Oh! Okay! That attack hurts. That attack hurts a lot. Alrighty. That was so much pain. Oh my god. I was like, I wonder how Dominus' slam is gonna hurt or not. And he's like, no, this is gonna hurt, Viper. So that was phase 1. Now we got phase 2. Alright, and now we get Dominus Ascendant, who I feel is legitimately easier. If you know the mechanics of the fight, which is simply, when it's raining blood, get inside the circle, it's not that bad. If you don't know that mechanic, you'll die, because if you're outside that circle, you take bleed damage that is phenomenally high. It takes a second to ramp up, so it's not an immediately punishing thing, but at the time, we didn't really have many mechanics. Ooh. 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 This could be good. I think I've seen this shield before. Alright, Sapphil's Frame Branded Kite Shield. 4 to all elemental resist, 78% of block chance applied to spells. Meaning, we can block spell damage. That's why this is a known shield. Increased spell damage, ooh, we want that. 10% all elemental resistance, 4 to all maximum resistances, cannot block attacks. I legitimately feel like that is good for us. It's armor, yes. So what does that compare to what we have now? We lose 59 life. Lose chaos resist, whatever. We lose a little bit of resist overall, because this one has 8 to all resist, this one has 4. That one's got 28 to lightning, this one's got just 10 to all. The 4 to all maximum resist is really good. We gain armor, we gain energy shield, we gain spell damage. I legitimately feel like that's a good call. I think I'm going to do that. Alright. Hell yeah. We can check the wand too, that has potential to be a good weapon for us. We can grab a chromatic item. Armor evasion, no. Double checking, we do have leaf stones ready to go. And away we go. That was pretty sweet actually, I like that shield. So far, what is our block chance actually? 24%. So we'd have roughly a 20% chance to block spells. We have a 1% now. That'll go up quite a bit higher. I think that's a good idea. I could be proven wrong. We will probably need more. No, we might not even need more lightning resist. Honestly, I think it's gonna be a good idea. Yeah. And 4 to max resist, that's, for all intents and purposes, 4% reduced damage from all elemental sources. For all intents and purposes. And that's not bad. It brings us from our current 75% reduced fire, lightning, cold damage to 79% reduced all fire, lightning, cold damage. Which could make a big difference. Or it could not. Maybe I am overthinking this and it's not as big a deal as I think it is. But it sounds like a good deal to me. Right, let's not die here. Let's not die here. Okay, wonderful. Got a sash, another wand. I kind of like this build, if only because it turns into a... It pretty much turns every big fight into a beam struggle in the sense of like, I hope I can outlive your damage. And just holding on for dear life and praying that you outdamage their damage or outleach their damage. Which again, we'll get better once we do the labyrinth, which we will probably be doing shortly. Not Merciless Lab yet, I want to be a higher level for that. But the Cruel Labyrinth we should be able to do. It's a level 55 area, we're level 65, I feel like it's okay. Though... the Labyrinth traps do strong physical damage and we don't currently have any life regeneration, so... it is possible we get wrecked. We'll have to find out. I could always temporarily unallocate that point. I do have... oh, crud. Yeah, that fuzziness on the ground does chaos damage, which is very difficult to leech through while we're standing there not attacking things. So I gotta keep a better eye out for that. Agony Claws? Well, you're agony dead. Oh, this is a Beyond one, that's why. That's why I was summoning enemies from the Beyond. The Beyond League was originally a hardcore league, so I never did it when it was current content. But it was a simple idea. Whenever you slay enemies close together, they start to open portals to the Beyond and summon in, like, much more powerful demonic enemies. As you kill more and more enemies in the same vicinity, so like right now we got those little balls. They don't do much. But if we kill more enemies here, the balls get bigger and they start sprouting into actual portals. If we bring more enemies to that same area and kill even more of them, they can start calling in like bosses from beyond, which was a cool mechanic. I rarely try to... oh, see that? That spawned in some guys. Oh boy! I rarely try to like pull things to one area, but once you get high enough mob density, it doesn't really matter. Like, these guys are going to call someone from beyond. There they are. Just because there's enough guys in one area, it's gonna happen. So it plays the sound for Sorcerer's Boots because they can technically be chanced into really good items. It's unlikely, but I've got enough chance orbs it's worth giving it a shot. Let's see, so we've got a level... stop it. Let me look at my gear real quick, guys. A level 12 Firestorm that wants to level... which one is that? Firestorm level 12, I think it's that one. As long as it's not this one, that's 15. So it's 50 now. I can support up to 56. Please work. It is... That was a different firestorm. The hell, which one did we just level then? Where are we leveling a firestorm? That's 10. 12. Finish the glowy eye, very nifty. That's 15. Oh, that one. Frick. No, it still fits. 53, 56. Okay. Almost screwed it up. Technically, we can use a currency item to de-level them by 1, but I'd rather not have to. I'd rather actually track it and keep track of it. Till I inevitably screw it up. Oh, isn't it great when the enemies just funnel into me? Oh boy, we got something from beyond. I know because my health just started to vanish. More enemies coming at me. Anything else up there that I can pull with Firestorm? No? Okay, well. Still went well. This will be the boss area. A giant bird, the 100-foot shadow. He also hits like a truck. Not the hardest boss to kill, but if you don't know how hard he hits, you can come in unprepared for that. Alright, I'll check out the Discordy glowy eye after the stream. That's great, let's just pop a movement speed flask. I don't use it as often as I should. La-di-da. Ah, more Beyond guys, cool. You're all massive amounts of dead. Alteration orb. And this should bring us to the Act 4 town, where we'll settle our stuff here. Ambush leaks down. One drawing a day to improve. That seems like a good way to improve, honestly. Trying different things, learning different things, and just generally getting practice. Tends to work out nicely. Ooh, oh, excuse me, yawn. I think when I hit the town, I'll also take that moment to grab a sip of my delightful bottle of Dr. Pepper. Alright, so... Oh man, I don't have the pumpkin head effect. That works well with the armor, too.
You will be remembered.
So, from here... Wow, I really picked up everything, didn't I? From here, I can either head straight to Labyrinth, or I could do a quest or two up here just to get like another level, and then hit the Labyrinth. See if any of this stuff is worth holding on to. And let's chance those boots. Oh, so chance orbs upgrade a normal item to a random rarity, but it upgrades it with the same proportions that it would as if it was a fresh dropped item. So it will almost always be magic, sometimes rare, and super rarely it'll be a unique. There is one type of unique sorcerer boots that's worth a ton, so it's worth using chance orbs on them. I got a rare there, and a magic there. In my 1350 hours of this game, I have chanced a unique once. That's it. That should put into proportion how rare it is, but if the odds line up and you happen to get one of these to be unique, it's worthwhile. I think I put away everything I needed to. So, amethyst flask I don't care about. Life, lightning resist, no, not enough of either. Actually, lightning gems, that doesn't help. Elemental damage intelligence, nope, that can go away. That's just chromatic. Oh, and I call things chromatic, that's the term for it, if they have at least 3 linked sockets, one of each color. Because if you sell that item, you'll always get a chromatic orb, thus the term chromatic. Chromatic orbs are valuable and useful. You end up using a ton of them. So getting a ton works in your favor. Same with this chromatic item. Pow, 2 chromatic orbs. Let's see, in the Discord of another streamer, there's an art channel. Ah, and I see you started a trend. 2 to 34 lightning damage to spells. Attack speed, fire resist. Ah, projectile speed. I like the lightning damage to spells. Wish it was higher. Wish attack, if attack speed was cast speed, that would pretty much be a shoe-in. Actually, cast speed doesn't help too much. Projectile speed I don't think applies.
You will be remembered.
But I want to see if I can craft something on it. Theoretically, I might be able to... So the 2.0 update was these guys, the Masters, the Forsaken Masters. You can get them into your base, and you can level them up. And as you level them up, you can craft modifiers onto items. Which really helps people who didn't want to do a lot of trading and wanted to kind of do things their own. Like this item is okay. Ooh, we can add spell damage to it. Fire damage leached as life. That's tempting. Already going to be doing a lot of leech, though. Ah. I'm going to do a ton of leech. Why? Oh, because it's staves. I was about to say, why can't we do that one? Alright, screw it. Oh, 25 to 34. We got 25. I hate you, game. I don't hate you, but screw you. And now to see why all this currency stuff is useful. We have this, but we need those socket colors. Has to happen. Important. So, we use Jeweler's Orbs. Wow, okay, first one. We use a Orb of Fusing to try and link the three of them together. Wow. Man, if this gets one red socket on the first try... Alright, I was going to try and show how this could be a difficult process that uses a lot of currency. And the game's like, no problem, Viper. We got your back. So, cool. That worked perfectly the first time. The order they're in doesn't matter. I just needed 3 linked sockets of those colors. That worked out nicely. Let's see if we can get this one. When it's armor, you can make it a little more likely to happen by qualitying it. It works on weapons too, but quality to this does nothing. Quality to this does up its armor evasion. This would up its physical damage, which I would never use. So it's... If I was having issues, I could do it, but it's realistically not helpful. So, let's get 3 sockets. There we go. Let's get them linked. Beautiful. And let's get 1 blue, 2 red. Beautiful. We'll take the microtransactions off of both of our old ones. Get the Infernal Weapon effect and the Seraph Shield back. Wherever the hell the game decided to put them. Here. You know what? I want to see what the shield looks like without it. Like our current one just looks like a brick. Well, not like a plank. Which makes sense. It is a kite shield. It works. This looks... Alright, we're keeping that. It's literally a spell shield. So, we equip that. Our wand now looks slightly different. And we just pop all our relevant things back where they went. I'm going to hold on to those, though. Actually, they're both unique, so of course I am. Let's just pop. Oh, we're out of space. Alright. Haven't had a chance to use any of our shiny ones, because they're all low levels. Our map goes there. And currency goes away. The important question is how are our resists? 79, 79, 79. Beautiful. My resists were all overcapped enough I didn't need that shield. So, yeah, that should up our damage nicely. Let's try the Labyrinth. I might regret this. Oh, our life went down almost 100, which makes sense. We had a lot of life on that shield. And this one doesn't. We are down a bunch of life. Alright, one other thing before I go. I wanted to see if I could craft this necklace. Had potential too. I think we needed life on this as well, actually. Go up to 34 life, which isn't great. We'd get rarity, which is nice, though not required. Energy shield, I don't need the energy shield. No. Do you know what? No. If it added damage to spells, I would do that. But as it is, it's not that good. Keep what we got. Anything else I can roll something onto? Helmet. Does the helmet have room for something? I don't think so, actually. No space for more mods. It's already topped out. Alright. Belt's doing good. One other check. Once you're in the labyrinth, you're committed to the labyrinth. You can't leave, you can't go heal, you can't do anything like that. So that's just why I'm trying to prepare a little bit. I don't want to get in there and be like, well, I screwed up. Now I have to die to leave. I think I'm doing okay, actually. I don't think there's any other uniques I can grab from my ones I found that would be helpful. We do have the Rise of the Phoenix Shield, but that only raises maximum fire resist, though it raises it pretty high. Armor, energy, shield are nice. The life regenerated per second will go away. Actually, it will already. We don't have any. Fire resist on low life, move speed on low life, cannot be ignited on low... Nah, we're good with the spell shield. Hopefully that'll work well. Maybe it won't, who knows. Either way, Cruel. Act 3. Labs are... They have a lot of traps, and unlike every area in the game otherwise, where you can go back to town, you can heal up, going back to town fills all your flasks, the usual type of Diablo-style things. Once you're in the labyrinth, the only ways out are to disconnect, hopefully not, die, or win. If you leave, it resets and you have to start over. There are definitely traps as well. However, the first time you do the labyrinth in any given difficulty, you get another 2 points for your subclass, which will get me over here, which is the point I want more than anything. That's going to make our build, that point right there. So, I need it. And this is the labyrinth on the previous difficulty than what I was just doing, so it should be fine. Honestly, the traps are the only thing I'm kind of worried about, because the traps do damage based off of your max life. It's not a number you can resist per se, it scales with you. So the traps are always going to be at least slightly lethal. Technically, a character with super high resist can kind of laugh at it. Or not resist, regen. Because we just got into regen, got a save file. Decided to... a Deadeye. I don't think I've ever hunted anything that had Fatal Poison yet. Oh no, I did like one Dread Queen that was high level. So yeah, we are level 65. This is level 55. We out-level the monsters. I have no real worry about any of the monsters here giving me trouble. That's not an issue for me. I have a slight worry about the traps. Even the boss really shouldn't. Like, in all technicality, the boss should not pose any actual threat to us. And if I play it smart, I shouldn't have to worry about the traps either. I've gone through a few labyrinths. The labyrinths are also lengthy. It's not something you pop in, you do in 3 minutes. There's... this is a little puzzle thing that I don't really... Oh, I guess that... damn it. Do I want to solve the puzzle for treasure? Let's see. Lightning, ice, fire, ice. That's the pattern I have to go on. Lightning, ice, fire, ice. Lightning, ice, ice, fire, ice. Lightning, ice, fire, ice. Lightning, ice, fire, ice. Lightning, ice, fire, ice. There we go. And it gets us a supply cache, which is probably filled with nothing worthwhile, but... Ooh. Ooh. 16% quality gem. Never mind, that was worthwhile. That wasn't that hard. That wasn't that bad at all, actually. Yeah, if you're new to Monster Hunter and you in any way killed a Deadeye, that's not bad at all. When I first got into Monster Hunter, I could barely kill a CwC. Like, legitimately. The first time I started Monster Hunter, the number of times I died to a CwC... well, yeah, Zarin. So, since this is a drastically lower level area than where I am, the likelihood of the gear here being good for me is pretty slim. But a quality gem, even if it's not a gem I use, if you sell quality gems to a vendor, you get an item that you can use to increase the quality of your other gem. So even though I don't care about that specific gem, it is still beneficial to me. Which is nice. Oh, he hasn't played in a long while. Okay, that's still not bad, though. Just proves that monster hunting is like riding a bike. You never truly forget. You might lose some of your edge, for sure, but you always keep that core level of skill. Also, I should have checked this. Okay, so there's only one entrance here. We start here. That's where the boss is, and we've got rooms all over. This is, indeed, a labyrinth. Let's see, from here, we have... Oh, crap, it's a gold door, which means we have to go to another area to get a gold key to progress. But it's usually not too far away. And I can already hear traps going. Yep. Alright, well, we can't step on that floor while it's flaming, otherwise we'll take a lot of fire damage. We do resist a lot of fire, but why take damage we can avoid, right? Can I just scoot across this? Yes, I can. Beautiful. Oh, he got his butt beat hard. I mean, I probably would too. Especially if I was to go solo or something. I'm gonna save... never mind, I actually used them. I should have saved my movement speed things to get past traps. Instead of just making it take less time. Moving faster doesn't help me too much if I die. And again, if I die here, I have to start the whole thing over again. So, the plan is to not die. But also, again, the actual creatures don't really pose much of a threat to me at all. La da 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 da. All you got... Oh, no, gotta stay away from that. That trap hurts like hell. The type of thing you learn from doing a few labyrinths. So the first time you do a labyrinth, you get skill points for your subclass, which are great, which is why most people should do the labyrinth on every difficulty once. Because subclasses are powerful, you get really big bonuses, it's worth doing. You also, every time, from your first time to every other time you do it, because you can repeat it, you get to enchant an item with an enchant that stacks on top of whatever bonuses the item already has. So even if I already get a helmet enchant, this already was full, like we couldn't master enchant anything onto it. It's a separate line, it doesn't matter, it's its own separate thing. In normal, you get glove enchants, which tend to be kind of weak. In cruel, which is where I am now, you get boot enchants, which are slightly stronger. In merciless, you get helmet enchants, which are wonderful. Unfortunately, the merciless lab is also really tough, but still, if you get it up to draw from a pool of a ton of them, this is the one with the key. Wonderful. I don't like this tile set. I'm actually bad at this map tile set. I'm not necessarily bad, I'm just bad at finding the right way. The interior ones tend to be a little better for me. And I can't level Molten Shell yet, so it's just going to stay there. All you rocks die. I don't even know why I'm opening like trunks and stuff. The likelihood of things that I could use dropping from here, while not impossible, is not high. Ow. Didn't actually hurt, it was more just a reaction of like stabbed in the face with a spear, say ow. Alright, pull the lever, kill you. Okay, so we have some pressure plates, we have some poison arrows. Poison arrows slow you. Not only do they do poison damage, but they slow you, which can really combo into other traps and be deadly as hell. Alright, you guys go up and go down. Don't stab me, bro. Ow. Okay, hold on. Coming through. Maybe a little bit of life. Oh, I had a great amount of fun soloing quests, even though I was absolutely atrocious at it. Because I didn't have any friends that played. So, until Monster Hunter, what was it, 3 Ultimate came out? 4 Ultimate? Where we got the... It was 4 Ultimate, right? Where we got the online play for 3DS. Until then, I was a solo player. Exclusively. And even in 4 Ultimate, I almost never went online until I started streaming. Like, legitimately, I made it to G rank only getting help on those final 2 final two Urgents. Dalamander and the Uconlos, I believe, were the final two before G rank. I did the rest of it solo. So, yeah, I am at my heart a solo player, though not great at it. Since then, I've gotten some of my friends to start playing, but they play rarely and don't really get past the low rank, which is fine. I still love playing with them. It's always fun to play Monster Hunter with friends. But the fact that they don't play the higher content does mean that they don't help so much when it comes to progressing. Again, nothing bad about that. I love playing Monster Hunter with anyone at any skill level, and it's a hell of a lot of fun playing Monster Hunter with them. But in terms of progressing, it doesn't help much. Oh, okay. We're gonna do this. This is an optional side boss. He spawns once in the labyrinth. If you kill him, you get an extra treasure key. He also hits like an absolute truck. But we're over-leveled, so I assume... Wow, still hits like a truck. Alright. He's still got a lot of leech. Oh man, does he hurt? Excuse me. There you go, treasure key. Wow. Sometimes I forget just how hard he hits. I rarely do him. Because I rarely find him. It's not that I avoid him, I just rarely end up finding him. Oh, it's also worth noting, the layout of the labyrinth changes every 24 hours. And is different for every difficulty. So I'm doing it now in Cruel. If I were to finish this and go to Merciless, it would be a different layout. And if I were to do either of those tomorrow, it would be a totally different layout as well. Also worth noting, though it's never going to apply to me, the person in each difficulty that does the labyrinth the fastest each day gets a special item you can't get any other way. So whoever does it on normal gets one specific item, whoever does it on Cruel gets a separate specific item, so on and so forth. You really need a specialized build, and you really need knowledge of the labyrinth. You have to have a build centered around living through the traps, getting through this as fast as possible, and you have to know the layouts. So it's not something I do, but it's a nifty thing. It's a nice little, here you go, you're really good at this. Here's a treasure. And I shouldn't be doing loot boxes, because they could spawn all sorts of nasty things that could theoretically kill me, and I shouldn't be dying in here. So maybe I shouldn't have done that, but whatever. It's opened, it dropped nothing. It's just a bad habit to open loot boxes. Murder all these guys. So we're in this area specifically looking for the golden key to open the door in the next area that'll lead us forward. Which will either lead us straight to the boss, the first boss, or it'll lead us to another area, which will then lead us to a boss. We'll find out. Damn you, dead ends and locked doors. Alright, so that's what we need to get to. A matter of how the hell we get to it. Probably finding switches, apparently. We're circling around. Yep, switch. Ow. I shouldn't have stood in that. Aha, he can't hit me, but I can hit him. It's the best plan. Oh, I didn't think I was going to make that one. Cutting through. Ah, people like the drawing. That's always wonderful. I don't think... I've never really been the artistic type, and even the few times I've drawn something, it's always been copying something as opposed to, like, my own idea. And I don't think I've ever tried to draw anything since, like, high school. A ways ago. My 10-year high school reunion was last year, so I'm a little ways out of high school. But I had a few things, and for the time they were pretty okay. They were all copied things. I don't really have the imagination for, like, my own art. Lever opens the door. Door is a shortcut out of here. Alright, fine, we'll murder the rock guy. Beautiful. And back through the door we came in. The golden key rooms are always a big circuit. You go through, you get the key, you go back out. And that leads us back to that golden door, which we need to go through. That should bring us to, hopefully, the boss. Astral channeling, we can level up whenever. On Aspirant's Trial? Nope. Alright. The boss areas are always called Aspirant's Trial, so you can tell if that's what you're heading to. We don't need a golden key, so we can just pass through. As soon as we find the exit, there's only one exit, and it leads to the boss. Aspirant's Trial will always be the boss room. And I tend to go through these the good old-fashioned, pick a wall, stick to it, follow it till you find the exit. Simple, yet effective. If they're going to give us a labyrinth, we're going to solve it like a labyrinth, damn it. And go through the slowing muck, because it sucks. It sucks on any build, but it sucks really hard on a build that's already super slow. I should get boots with better move speed. I really need that, actually. Our current boots are not good at it. But they have the sockets we need, and barely any life. Why do I wear these boots? Boots are actually fairly terrible. I really need better boots. I wasn't paying attention to that till now. I have to keep an eye open. King Kong movie? Okay. The new one, I assume. I know there's one that just came out, but I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet. I also know they're actively working on an actual American Monster Hunter movie. Which, let's be honest, I'm gonna see, even though I think it's a terrible idea. And it's definitely not going to capture the spirit of the games. I do kind of want to see the monsters duke it out on a big screen. Skull Island, okay. Yeah. I definitely don't think the Monster Hunter movie is going to be a good Monster Hunter movie. Maybe it will be a good action movie with Monster Hunter monsters. And maybe it'll get people who wouldn't normally be interested in Monster Hunter to give it a shot, which is my main hope for the movie. But let's be honest, I'm gonna see it. If only just to see Gore Magala and Rathalos fight on the big screen. Do they have any reason to? No, they're flippin' monsters. Is there a reason why they're in, like, modern day cities? Who knows? It doesn't make any sense for the games at all, but my curiosity will be there. So, you have to fight this boss 3 times in the labyrinth. This is the first time. Every time you fight him, he gets some form of mechanic that you have to deal with that comes from these portals. If you handle it well, thumbs up, you're awesome. If you don't, it comes back in all of his subsequent fights. These are just portals that spawn enemies, which I legitimately am just going to actually not even actively deal with. This is one of the few ones that's like, cool, bring it on, I don't care. When he hits about a third of his life, he goes away. So these portals will come back in future fights. Anything that comes back in a future fight cannot then be dealt with. So the fact that I, quote, failed that here means at no point can I kill those portals later. They're going to be in both of his subsequent fights. It does make it harder, but if you actively fail all his mechanics, not fail, but don't succeed them, be it intentionally or otherwise, but you manage to kill him the final time, he drops an extra treasure key, which is actually pretty cool. Oh, that stings like hell! Alright, let's try not to get murdered here. Alright. I forgot to check what I'm looking for the exit here. I forgot to check that when I zoned in. Just per labs, Aaron. If it was forever and ever, that would be absolutely stupid, and I would hate it. But it's just per lab. Each lab run is kind of a self-contained thing. There's that lever for the thing over there. I can not get hit by this stuff. Man, if I had a teleport spell, that would be great. I should have a teleport spell, but I don't. We got this, we got this. Ow. Alright, we got this anyway. Is there a path down here? No. And the reason treasure keys are meaningful is because once you kill him, in the final room that gets you your skill points and your enchantments, you also get a ton of treasure chests, which can contain better than average loot, but you need a key to open them. By default, Izaro drops 1. Argus, the guy we killed earlier, also by default, or always, drops 1. So we now we'll have 2 when we beat him. if we fail his mechanics, he can drop up to 2 more. So if we fail all his mechanics and kill him, we could have 4 treasure keys. Meaning we can open 4 treasure boxes out of the, I think there's 10 of them. Some of them can drop unique, some of them can drop a ton of currency, some of them can even drop more keys. So it's well worth getting more in the higher level dungeons. Here, it's less important. It's more just a, I wonder what I can get. I hear something over there and I don't want to deal with it. So let's see what's this way. More rock buddies. Alright, well, let's destroy you. And all of you guys too. So far the shield seems to be doing well enough. The extra spell damage is nice. I haven't really noticed the spell blocking, per se, but whatever. I never really noticed the physical blocking either, so what do I know? Oh, is this going to be another golden key? Please don't be another golden key door. No, some of those setups can lead to golden key doors. Still looking for an exit, and hoping it's the right one. Hey, you little guy, down you go. Oh crap, we're bleeding. Should have paid attention to that. Bleeds can totally kill us. Very much kill us. Alright, so this has got 2 exits. We don't really know which will be better or worse till we go through. It's a tile set I don't like, and it's a dead end. Cool. Don't need to go through this one. Keep following the wall, find another exit. We're roughly halfway through the labyrinth at this point. No, that's false. Really, that entire area is a dead end? I guess we're going this way. Normally I would pop more movement speed flasks to get through here, but also normally I would have more life regen, so I'm not popping it this time. We're going the slow and steady route. It's safer, and so that's what I'm doing. Alright, all you guys go there. That's cool. Gonna wander this way. Little bladed Roombas of death. Ah, switch! We found a secret passageway. Or... yeah. There are oh, a Dark Shrine. Dark Shrines could be really good or they could be really bad. I'm going to chance it. Dark influences reside in dark places. Pain from the slightest touch. Ah, we got vulnerability. Frick. Alright, well. We are now just more vulnerable to damage for the rest of this lab run. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. How the hell do I get over there? That's the exit. How do I... oh, just walk this way, I guess. That's the easiest answer to a question. We are still overleveled for this, so the hope is that's not a death sentence for us. We'll see. Alright, this is a path forward. We want that way. That'll be the boss. So whichever one says Aspirant's Trial is the one we take. The other one will be a dead end and something I don't care about. Maybe it would have, like, there are reasons to go to the dead end ones. They can have loot, you can get keys and find hidden chests. There are things you can do. However, I don't care about that. I just want to get my skill point and get out. So for me, there's no real purpose to it. Ow. These traps. So pain. Much ow. The vulnerability doesn't help. Oh, I can't believe I hit the Dark Shrine. I should have just left the shrine be. There's very few good outcomes from the shrines, but there are occasionally good outcomes. I would have rather moved slower than vulnerability. But what can you do? It's too late now. Aspirant's Trial, round 2. So in the waiting area, you can see the portals will be there. If I had passed those, there'd be an empty slot there. Instead, there's not. You can also access your stash right before a fight, so you can kind of clear out room if you need it. I'm kind of doing okay, though. Not picking up a ton. Come on, Izaro, don't be... What's coming up? What's coming up? What's coming up? These we can deal with. We can kind of just shoot through them, damage them, and be okay. Yeah. These debuff us if they're alive at the end of the fight. As you can see, we're moving quite slow. Quite slow. We killed the thing that debuffed us, so we want to kill this one. We want to make sure we kill these before Izaro dies. It is important. After this one's dead, Izaro can do whatever the hell, and I won't care. Beautiful. Now we can deal with him. He's dead. His minions aren't, but we get free kills from them, so whatever. Dude, those portals that keep spawning the Guardians, but whatever. They're really just more flask charges for us. They don't threaten us much. They're not doing much damage to us. Okay. He thought of another story thing. Let's see. Not a bad idea. Combining the drawing and the storying. We got 2 ways out. None of them seem obviously right or wrong from here, so we just gotta find them and hit them. See what happens. Marking a strong box, screw it. Whatever. Every now and again, you just gotta see what pops up. Yep, beautiful. That was worthwhile. Alchemy and Chaos Orbs are great. Chromatic Jewelers, alterations. And we'll pick up the little ones too. Because we can. Crap, traps. Wow! Traps, when you have vulnerability, are just the worst. Crap! Oh, so much pain. Okay. Fuff. You have to do the whole thing over again. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm not doing it tonight. I'll do some more Act 4 stuff. I'm not going to do the lab again tonight. It's demoralizing. Stupid trap. But we got plenty of other stuff to do. We just won't have that skill point I really wanted. It's always the worst when it happens in the tail end of a lab run. If I had just not touched that Dark Shrine, I would have been fine. I was like, nah, I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch the butt. Butt did not want to be touched. Oh yeah, we still got Beyond stuff in here. So, that's a pretty interesting idea. That, not word for word, it's not an exact thing, but it reminds me of Planeswalkers from Magic the Gathering. Yeah, so I missed those skill points this time. I could immediately go back and do it. It's more just I'm not doing it again tonight. I'll do it another time. And next time I won't touch the Dark Shrine. And next time I'll go in with some more HP. Maybe better potions. Crap, we're bleeding. Well, the concept of planeswalkers getting a spark that allows them to travel universes, I guess by default implies that only... no, it doesn't necessarily imply that only strong ones can. The spark is kind of something you're innately born with. And it's awakened at times of strong emotions, be it positive, negative. With the history of most planeswalkers, it's usually negative. Not many of them have happy, uplifting stories. But I suppose, like, crushing despair could be a strong emotion. And that would definitely lead to people who might not necessarily be strong, hopping between universes. Again, it's not an exact comparison, it's just that was what I had thought of when you mentioned that. And at least we did still gain a handful of experience from all that. And the items, which I should have dropped off, but whatever. just go through this area. This is usually the preferred farming area until you get to maps. Like, if you're not quite geared enough or good enough to do mapping yet, this is the place most people go. It's level 67. Ah, no wonder I'm in poison. I hit my staunching flask, but it's because there was poison on the ground, not poison in me. This is where a lot of people go farming, for a long while. It's a fairly simple area, nothing too deadly in it, comparatively. Alright, we got a fairly big thing here. Crippling depression, see, there you go. That's strong emotions for sure. Oh, okay, that's one of the bosses. It's a big beyond portal there. He might be able to kill us. Oh boy! Okay. Yeah, he can pop corpses apparently. I didn't know that. Alright, we're alive. Not by a lot, but we're alive. We're alive. Oh crap. Didn't expect to survive that. Got a chromatic item and a helmet that's probably garbage. If we had the skill point from the labyrinth, that would have been a cakewalk. But we didn't. Flammability, yeah, we want that leveled up. More beyond, guys. How you doing? You be doing dead. That's what you're doing. Passive damage taken goes from 10 to 11. I'll have to find what that is, see if I can level other stuff. More beyond, guys. Wow, they're not very difficult to summon, are they? So which one hit 11? That one. Up to 58. We got 52, 53, 50. We could probably level all those. Not Molten Shell, that's a different one. Flame Surge is now 56, 58. We are golden. Keeping everything equalish. At 20 it'll be fine, but we're just not at 20 yet. The goal for this is to get everything in that stack all level 20. It just hasn't happened yet. Getting something to 20 is actually not easy in this game. Crap, more you guys! Hiding behind me like little ninjas. 6 socket. Wish it was 6 link, but whatever. Wow! Okay, I'm fine. Everything's good. Nothing to worry about here. Got some guys up there that have something on them. Shared boon. Passive damage taken's ready to level. Firestorm's ready to level. I like all of those. Hey guys, how you doing? Murderous? Beautiful. That's another 10 to 11. Oh, okay, we got another one of the big bosses. And we've got this guy. That aura means everything under the effect of that aura can't die until they die. Yeah, that's the unrelenting frost. He's probably going to kill us. Legitimately probably going to kill us. But I'm going to try and power through. Whew, okay. These are all ending way too close for my liking. So, that's the level 15 one. I think that's one I can just level. Yeah, that's the one I'm using for my pure damage. Level 15 can just go straight up level. Did I know Fire Dragon Wing evolved? I didn't. What did he turn into this time? Fire is always something different. More Sorcerer's Boots. I bet you we can't hold it. Wow, we got more bag space than I thought. Or we're using up less of it than I thought. Knee breaker? Yeah, get out of here, knee breaker. Break your knees. Fire, somehow. You know, fire, it's known for its knee breaking. It's a surprise for me to find out. Okay, I'll check it. All these coins, still nobody to trade the coins to. This was a different league. This was the Parandis League, it was called. Where, oh, hey guys. Where you would find these coffers guarded by monsters. Oh crap. These guys are... Ooh, that could be good. I bet you this... Oh, we got no room for it. Hold on. So for an entire league, you'd find these chests guarded by monsters, and they drop coins. And you'd occasionally find this huge guy who would give you guaranteed items for X number of coins. Usually good items, usually rare uniques and stuff like that. Let's just get rid of both of those real quick. They're big, and I just want them for those. So I keep finding the coins, I keep not finding the guy to trade them to. In theory, he's got a 20% chance to spawn. I just haven't seen him. Probably a lot of me not checking the whole areas. Let's check that shield, too. It would be hard to beat what we currently have, but not impossible. Let's see. Oh, it's a level 23. Never mind. Ooh. 5% increased spell damage. Low number. 2 to socketed minion gems. Not bad for my minion character. Maximum mana. Increased energy shield, which doesn't add up to much. Increased effective auras on you. Increased effective auras on minions. Spreads tar when you take a critical strike. I like that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna like that. Spoilers? What spoilers? You've been spoiled? What have you been spoiled for? Oh, okay. Lots of... Oh, man, what the hell hit me? Okay, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm bleeding to death, but I'm fine. What did you get spoiled for? I mean, hopefully don't spoil me for anything, but I'm just curious what happened. Oh, they didn't say what you changed your name to, just that you changed your name. Please don't kill me, guys. Please don't kill me. Molten Shell. Blasphemy. Blasphemy can level up. Also, welcome, Fire, to Viperland and the chat on another sweet Raining Down Fire night. Every ability this character uses is fire-based, so... Oh, okay, this is the lightning guy. Please don't kill me, lightning guy! Oh, I hope you guys are seeing just how low my health is getting on these rare guys. Because it's insane. Alright, oh yeah, we're hitting the life rectangle. 5% increased life. Beautiful. Next one's the big one. Yeah, and in fact we have 2 twin firefly pets. We use a fire ray that calls down fire from the sky, and every time we get hit, we get... Okay, I guess technically Immortal Call is not a fire spell. It's just a spell that makes us immune to physical damage for like half a second. That's the only not fire one. But we get Molten Armor, we get Firestorm, we get Fireball, we get Flame Dash. We get all these fire things when we take damage. I didn't find the actual quest guy I needed in this area. He must be hidden somewhere in the middle. Bringer of Weakness we can probably deal with. Nightwane, oh, the area boss, yeah, he can die. Clearly, if only I had dragon wings on the character, then it would be perfect. I don't think... there's dragon-ish type wings in the game, but I don't have them. Haku, I don't really care about his missions right now. Lots of guys spawning, all of them dying. Where the hell is the... So we have to kill the zone boss of this one. That guy, we need the quest item he drops. I just don't... Oh, here he is. There's Vol. Hello, Vol. Please hurt me less, Vol. And spawn minions so I can kill them. Maybe don't spawn minions from the beyond. Nope, that could be slightly dangerous. This could end badly for me. Or we murder him. Beautiful. Orb of Fusing is okay. Fire summoning super warrior touches your girlfriend's butt. What do? Clearly outfire him. I mean, come on. We've got so much fire. They can't outfire us. Anger. Let's level up our anger. Beautiful. Now our anger is stronger. No, we can't. We got no room for him. Too bad. I don't think we got the Pyrannus guy around here either. That would have been handy. Oh, back to town. Pop all this away. I'm curious, I couldn't afford them even if there were, but I wonder if there are dragon wings. Bandana bundle. Vampiric wings, not quite dragony. Mana worm wings, definitely not dragony. Definitely really cool, actually. Hold on. Should open it over here. That looks... Alright, I don't know if I'd call it a wing, but it's very cool. Da-da-da. Infernal wings are pretty close. Arctic wings, not dragony. Oh, Hydra. That's like a bunch of dragons, right? No, not quite. Bloom wings. Iron Brand. Demon King wings, not dragony. Raven wings, also cool, not dragony though. Nope, not those either. Helmet. No, it's looking like there's no real dragon wings. There's many wings, not quite dragony. That's okay though. Watch her tear him a new one. That's a good vote too. Yeah. Let's see. In theory, there's also wings inside the box, but I could get the Legacy Supporter Pack in some boxes. Yeah, I think I'm actually... you know what? Yes. I'm going to blank the screen for a second so I can get the Legacy Supporter Pack, which will get me some points, and also that badass pet and back attachment and character effect I've been looking for. So just a second, just in case it shows credit card information, I'm just going to blank the screen momentarily. La-di-da, my voice should still be here. And once that transaction is complete and it doesn't show my credit card info, I'll put it back up. La-da-da-da. Click the button. Type in the thing. Yeah, it would have showed not all credit card info or anything, but just enough to be like, no, I don't want that shown. It just once I made the mistake of showing. There we go. Return to transaction. Blah blah. There we go. Corn hub. All right, so real quick, let's do that stuff. Supervision, see through the blacked out screen. So, we just gained a handful of things, most of which we're going to apply. We got the Legacy Character Effect, which now lets us look that fancy. Look at the fanciness. We got a back attachment. Everybody loves capes, right? Capes are important. We've got a Baby Devourer pet, which we are summoning immediately. Oh no, I don't want it in the hideout. I want it on me. Hold on, we'll do that later then. And we got the Legacy Armor, which I'm also going to pop on now. Da, 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 da. Beautiful. Let's get Legacied. Look at that nonsense. Isn't it beautiful? Da, da. Looking good. You much prefer butt capes? I do live through Shigaru. It's true. It's not subtle at all. We got our golden footprints. Now, what we can also do, they added these recently, the mystery box. Just to show a quick preview video, may as well, just to see. You can get some sweet wings, not very dragony, but sweet. I don't have a pair of wings at all. I have no wings in this character. Yeah, this game has pets. You can't get any of them through in-game drops. They're all microtransactioned. So they are things you'd have to buy. Actually, I take it back. One pet was from Challenge Rewards. Let's say. I'm going to do them one at a time because there's only a few things I'm looking for from them. Necrotic Gloves, not what I wanted. Purple Portal, not bad. I'll use it. I want either wings or one of the hideout decorations. Arcane Lightning Body, I'm okay with that. Purple Necrotic Gloves. Yes, I realize it's effectively gambling, but whatever. Where did that box go? It must be a tiny item. There it is. Classic Fireworks. These are the worst things you could possibly ever get. Because all it does is just that. You get 20 stacks of it. And that's it. It's the worst box. I don't know why those are even there. There you go. So what we're going to do real quick. We're going to take these snow bits that were snowing in our hideout. And instead, we're going to go full edge. We're going to go full blood rain. Because we can, damn it. Alright. Only a handful more just to see if I can get the wings. It's another small one. Where is it? There it is. Twisted bone horns. That's okay. I could apply horns to my helmet. Eh. Purple necrotic helmet. I feel like that's enough for now. We got 300 points left. Could I just get those raven wings? I think they might have been 300. I wish there was a search feature. Let's see what's under popular. Actually, let's see what's under the special of the day. Oh, they're doing a stash tab sale. That's okay. Stash tabs aren't $3.90 for the wings. Couldn't afford those. Gaming King portal effect, pretty nifty. Raven wings are $3.10. I got $3.14. Screw it. There we go. Those go to the back. And we are now the glowing, raven-winged, victory armor Viper who's about to have a Devourer pet as soon as we go back to someplace that can use it. You can put pets in your base, which is why I couldn't activate it there. Devourer pet. Let's see. We had Fireflies. Now we've got a little baby Devourer. Look at those guys. Look at them. Duh. And we're going to bring our Arctic Lynx with us. You can have 2 pets with you at any time. There we go. We are a slightly cooler looking Viper. We glow, we got wings, all is pretty well. You gotta use the Shigaru theme all the time. That's just how things go. I don't know which ones are better for us. I'm gonna say Cobalt might be better for us. It usually is a slightly more spellcaster themed type one. Let's see. Chance to block with shields. Yeah. Cast speed with cold skill doesn't help. Freeze duration on enemies. Chance to freeze. That would be great if we were Frozen Viper Wing, but we're not. Please Kizu theme instead. That's what I'm playing right now. Can't you tell? Let's sell off some of that nonsense. Chromatic. Crit chance for spells isn't terrible. But I like the shield we got, too. Maximum mana. It would have to be really good to replace this guy. Physical damage to attacks. Nope. Evasion. Tons of life. That's not shabby. Almost 90 life on it. Life regen doesn't matter. But a lot of lightning resist. That honestly might be worth it just for the life roll. Like, legitimately might be worth it simply for that life roll. Those are garbage. And those are going to get chanced into garbage. Actually, not terrible, but... Wow, actually not terrible. I'm gonna keep those for my my summoner. Move speed, a high resist, and a high life roll. That's actually not bad at all. My summoner can use those. We're finding more gear for my summoner tonight than we are for us. That was quality. That's not going there. That's a better life flask than what I got. Let's make it into something better. Bubbling. Wow, okay. The two preferred prefixes for flasks are bubbling or seething. So, yeah. This is bubbling on my first try. I'm okay with that. Let's pop away the map there. The unique. No room there. Unique there. That's going on the summoner too. That's a really nice one. Torn between hunting and drawing. Draw something Monster Hunter related. Split the difference. These I'm saving up. Jewel is rubbish. That's vendor trash. And what can I roll on this amulet? It's got room for a crafting mod. I don't know what I could add. Add stats, accuracy, resistance. Life gained for each enemy hit by your attacks. There you go. Give that a shot. It's now got a ton of life. Brings us from 4,000 life to 4,165. I'll hold on to the old one in case, but I think we're good. You know what? We're going to try and do Xana's... No, Xana's mission would kill us. We're 66. Theoretically, her mission might not kill us. I should do it on the summoner. You know what? Just to show off the summoner real quick, I'm going to do her daily mission on the summoner. Real fast. I want to do her dailies. Leveling up Xana is really good. And it gives us a chance to be like, hey, look, here's the summoner. Summoner's cool too. I don't want to move entirely away from the summoner. They're fun. I get to make bodies and bring them into zombies. We got 7 zombies, one of these guys, 3 separate auras. Alright. And I move a lot faster on this character. What's your daily mission today, Xana? She sends you into maps, and this level 82 character will do a lot better in her maps than our level 66. We have to find a map item before time runs out. Simple and effective. One enemy in here will drop a map. We have 5 minutes to find it. With our zombie minions and our headbutting skulls. That's how we do it. We can also explode corpses for a drastic increase in our movement and cast speed, as well as the movement and cast speed of all of our minions. So it's a lot of just summoning minions and having them do all our work. Always a good time. I am always a sucker for minion characters. But minion characters also tend to be squishy as hell. So this is a fun character, and I honestly enjoy them. But this character's never going to do endgame content. I mean, this is endgame, maps are endgame, but I'm never going to do the crazy... Oh, they're definitely listening to death metal. I don't know how well you can see them after I cast them, but they look kind of like my headpiece. They're little skulls. They last for 11 seconds, they run up to enemies and headbutt them to death. Literally. And they do a ton of damage, even more so when I up their attack speed by popping bodies. I can literally just click on bodies to explode them, and it does no damage, but it ups my and all of my minions' attack, movement, and cast speed. CwC Heavy Metal cover. That was unexpectedly awesome, the CwC Heavy Metal cover. I expected something like... I don't know if any of you have ever listened to Bloodhound Gang. Oh, that hurt. Bloodhound Gang has a song called The 10 Best Things About New Jersey. It is a legit song on one of their CDs. You can even purchase it on iTunes and the Android store. The song is 10 seconds of dead airtime. That's their song, The 10 Greatest Things About New Jersey. So I expected the heavy metal CwC theme to be something like that. I was wrong. Alright, this could legitimately... Ooh, this might kill us. 3 essences. Ow. Minion characters are great, but when the minions die, the minion character dies. And this guy could melt through our minions. We don't really have any way to heal them, per se, other than just summoning more, which is doable. Damn, this guy's got so much health. Again, minions are great at killing a single target. This is a single target, and he's barely taking hits. Ah, Zarin. CwC is a monster from Monster Hunter. In Monster Hunter, the big orchestral themes start when the monster sees you. CwC is blind. The CwC theme, he doesn't have a theme. He gets no actual music. So it's a long-running joke that the CwC theme is the best piece of music in the game, even though it's nothing. Alright, Fire, just make sure it stays above the lewdness mark. So it's a long-running joke that the CwC theme is the best piece of music in Monster Hunter, even though it's no actual music. But somebody did a heavy metal version where they just took heavy metal riffs and pretty much screamed over it, because the CwC's got a really distinctive scream. And so the heavy metal version is, you know, actually not dead airtime. I imagine you could figure out what the lewdness mark would be. I don't know if there's a definitive line, but you know, just don't actually be lewd. Technically, we did the mission. We don't have to finish clearing this map, but yeah, it's a free map. Why wouldn't we? And it's fun to show off the speed. And this is my summoner moving without the movement flask. This is the movement flask. We're a speedy little bugger. Way faster than the other character, but also way more frail. We only have 300 more health, even though we are quite a few levels above. We are not good on health. Or armor. Our armor is almost non-existent. Our regeneration is almost non-existent. This guy is probably going to wreck our face. But we're a bit safer, because we get to just stay away from things. Oh, hello, big spider. Here. Go, minions. Beat up the spider. There we go. Alright, so that's the map. Cool. And that's the Xana mission. And it's just a brief showing of how awesome the summoner is too. I just now want a character that's less likely to die. Thus, back to the other guy. That would be great, Sor. If they legit did have that gets played, it's just absolute silence. I would approve of that wholeheartedly. We have another stone slot ready. We can bring along additional rogue exile? Sure. Ooh. Next area will contain a strong box. Next area will contain an arc and a strong box. Strong box and next area will each contain an additional random rare item. But it gets less charges. That's fine. It actually brings out even with those. There is an ambush stone, which I haven't found. So, as you may have noticed, you can use currency to roll stuff on items. Like how I change these, I can roll different mods on items. The only time you can't is if an item is corrupted. These all drop corrupted, so they are whatever they are. There is a mod that can spawn on those types of stones I just activated, which guarantees that one of the chests in the next area will drop a unique. Or be a unique chest. You can actually find unique chests. But I've yet to get that stone, so whatever. Flaming ray, flaming ray. We only need to make it far enough into the mines to hit level 2. Oh, something dropped off camera. What the hell dropped off camera? A head, I guess? Something dropped. I heard something good, I just don't know where it is. Oh, Chaos Orb, not bad. Ow. Little bits of pain. Little bits of pain. We hit level 2, we can grab the skill point, then we can head to either maps or Dried Lake. We might try some low-level maps, see how those go. If we die, cool. That means we're not ready for them. If we don't die, even better. Arcanist Strongbox. Arcanists are the ones that tend to drop currency. And it'll have an extra rare too. The rare was garbage, the currency was not. Rampage Leakstone, probably my least... They're not bad, they're just not great. I really want that skill point from the friggin' labyrinth, but I don't want to go through there again tonight. Maybe I'll do it off camera, maybe I'll try after stream. Or maybe not, who knows. Ooh. Area contains an invasion boss. Next area contains 2 additional invasion bosses. That's 3. And each of those 3 bosses will have extra quantity and rarity of items dropped. Invasion bosses can sting quite a bit, so it could suck, but it also could be super profitable. And I like the profit idea. Sure, we're a high enough level we can start doing Torah missions. Silver coin. Oh, and we got a prophecy that there'd be a lightning tempest in an area, which is why there's electric stuff happening everywhere. Like here. A tornado wand. There's a reason for that, and it's just because it was a prophecy. Just randomly happened here. Oh, the Twitch Power Rangers marathon. And I only ever watched the early stuff, but I watched the hell out of the early stuff. When I was a kid, my brothers and I had, like, all of the toys. We had all the toys. We had all the toys. Like, we were big Power Rangers fans. But then they just started really drastically changing it. Like, they had... For a while, all the original Power Rangers got turned into kids, and they brought in these random aliens that used water for some reason. I don't know why that was a thing. It was weird. And then they started doing like Power Rangers Turbo and stuff like that, and at that point I kind of was too old for it at that point, but it was also just changing too much for me. However, everything up to and including Power Rangers the first movie, I loved. And, by the way, I don't know if anybody here has seen classic Power Rangers and or Power Rangers the first movie, but the fact that Rita Repulsa was in Power Rangers the first movie is the greatest thing ever. Because in the original Power Rangers show, it was actually a Japanese show. They took all the Japanese footage and dubbed over it, and then they just did storyline bits of them out of costume to fill in the gaps between the action. In the original show, all the villains were all Japanese, and they were all dubbed over. Power Rangers the first movie was the first time that they made a full original thing using just the English actors. The villain was still Japanese. So what they had to do, they got the Japanese actress who played Rita Repulsa to come to America to film scenes, only to dub over her with the English dub voice of Rita Repulsa. They literally flew her into this country to film her and dub over her. Whatever lines she spoke were never heard. There was no Japanese version of this movie. And the fact that that was an actual thing that happened cracks me up to this day. I also love how Rita Repulsa's voice actress is still very prominent in video games and anime. Maybe not very prominent, but she pops up, and she's got a very distinctive voice. If you don't know her as Rita Repulsa, you might know her as Laharl from Disgaea. Same voice actress. Same very distinct voice. Yeah, the female Power Rangers were flat-chested in uniform, but out of uniform not so much. Younger, I never noticed that. I was a little too young to notice, to have a notice of boobs at that time. This was way younger. This was a very young Viper. Current age Viper definitely agrees that that was a strange thing. And here's the thing we had to find. And a Veil Orb. Wonderful. Also no health. I need way more health. I'd like to kill that spirit, but I don't think I'm going to make it in time. They run away after a little bit. Don't run away, don't run away, don't run away. There we go, got him. Really, did not know that the Yellow Power Ranger was a guy. Oh, I also didn't know about the SpongeBob thing. Oh, the creator. Okay, I was thinking voice actor. That's still really sad. Sorry to hear that about not the Power Ranger guy, the SpongeBob guy. Or gal. Sure, I know it's a creator. Yeah, I think you're just older. I'll be turning 30 this year. Too old. Too old for this. You defeat Calf Headstaver while wielding Springleaf. I already have that, didn't I? I guess not. I don't have a Springleaf, so it doesn't matter. Like, those prophecies let you upgrade uniques into better uniques if you kill a specific monster while wearing it, but I don't have that unique, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, I'm sure if I was a little older and watching Power Rangers at that time, my first celebrity crush would definitely have been a Power Ranger. As it was, strange as it may be, my original celebrity crush... Ah, damn it, what the hell was her name? Now it's gonna escape me. Frick! That was her name. The chick who played... I knew her from... She was in the Casper live-action movie. She was in The Addams Family as the daughter... Oh, I can't remember the actress's name off the top of my head now. That's going to bother me. Oh, I do feel old. Don't worry about it, Sore. Hold on. I'm IMDbing this nonsense because it's going to bother the crap out of me. You guys are probably going to pop it up before I even say it. Christina Ricci. There we go. That was her name. Yeah, that was my original celebrity crush. No, I never actually watched Saved by the Bell. I accept that it's a good show. I've just never really seen it. That was not quite what I was watching at that time. There's a lot of good shows out there that I never really watched just because I didn't really. It's a lot of spell damage. What do we have in this one again? Also a lot of spell damage. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad, actually. Lightning damage, cast speed. Yeah, no, that's not good enough. Energy shield, energy shield. I don't often get like celebrity crushes, but when I was younger, Christina Ricci, she was cute. Again, this is flashing back over a decade, so like this is going back a ways. Lightning damage, yeah, definitely don't need lightning damage. Who uses lightning, honestly? Also, that is our level 13 Firestorm. Can we level it? 13 gets us 53, 58, yeah, probably. 56, beautiful. Still there. You have infinite layers now. That's not bad. It's always nice getting a sweet upgrade to a program you use like that. Alright, these things we can pop away. I don't think I'm going to need them. And our League Stones are still holding strong. Let's turn in our skill point quest. And get a bunch more life. Yeah, there we go. We are pretty much tied for life with our summoner. Even though we're like 20 levels below and could easily get more. Quite easily. Especially helmet and boots. Especially boots. Man, those are awful boots. I really need better boots. Like, those are really bad. Let us do some maps, or a map or two. So maps are tiered. We got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. Each tier is a different level. All tier 1s are level 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, so on and so forth. I'm going to start low and see. Monsters reflect physical damage. Yeah, I don't care about that. That ain't going to bother me. There are certain map mods we won't be able to do, like monsters reflect elemental damage. We can't do that. Not even going to try. Let's head on in. We're about halfway to a level. If we die, I don't really give a damn. Arcade's not my favorite base. Whatever, we got our Devourer pets and our Lynx with us. We'll be fine. Maybe. Or die trying. Oh, and we got cultists in here too to kill. Alright, we have no shortage of damage yet. I just wish we had that extra leech. When we get that, we're going to be forced to be reckoned with. Till then, we got to be ready on the flasks at all times. So channeling is ready to level. Beautiful. Gets us a little bit extra casting. Nah, don't care. We need better boots, but they... Actually, hold on. Yeah, sorcerer boots could be okay. I'd rather them be armor energy shield. But pure energy shield could also be okay. If we were high enough level for it. Intelligence, life, rarity, now. We need at least 20% move speed. And at least a solid chunk of life. Maybe some resist, but the move speed and life is really important. Without that, it's not worth upgrading it. Gotta watch out for all those beyond guys. They could definitely ruin my day. I have to say, I never got to make my absolute favorite Path of Exile build, because it's very difficult to play. So my favorite ever Path of Exile build I've ever seen uses... So this character is mostly built around cast 1 damage taken. Simple concept. When I take X amount of damage, something happens. Yay. There's another gem which is far rarer. No, actually I don't think it's that rare anymore. It used to be rarer. Which is called Cast on Death. Very simple. When you die, everything linked to it gets cast at a drastically increased damage level. So you use a whole bunch of those in all of your gem sockets, and you get as low health as possible, and in fact there's a unique flask that damages you in activation, and you literally just suicide enemies. You run in, kill yourself, and do massive damage in a massive area, and kill everything. The problem is, since you lose XP when you die, leveling the character is not easy. Getting the character up to a high enough level to actually have the skill tree to support that isn't easy. But one of these days I'm going to do it. Just for laughs. It's not an effective build. I mean, it's great as a boss killer. If you just go, this one target has to die, you can do it. Otherwise, it's not a good character. But damn if it isn't funny. And I just love the concept of run up to them, kill yourself, and they die. Let's see, so we killed the boss of the area. Just look around, see what else we can find. We opened the map, we may as well kill as much stuff in here as we can, and we need to do the Beyond Sight prophecy as well, which I think is these guys down here. We need to slay cultists. Nope, these are not Beyond Sight. Crap, you guys. Alright, well, most of them are dead. So looking for cultists. The juice box is premium currency. I like that. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but it's got a lot of text on it, so it's probably good. Hold on. Let's make sure we're safe when we can grab it. Alright, so next area will have a random tempest affecting both monsters and players, kind of like that lightning one that happened before. Next area will be affected by Shining Tempest. Don't know what Shining is. Increased frequency of tempest effects in next area. I don't know what a Shining Tempest is, so I guess it's distinct enough to have its own mod? But I have no idea what a Shining Tempest will hold for me. We'll give it a shot. Hey look, another Tempest one. Let's see. Increase rarity of items found in the next area. Tempest effects in the next area will have increased area of effect. Nice, I like that. Oh yeah, I forgot we had Arcanist Strongbox. Hey, a unique jewel. Probably not good for us, but it could be. Let's say. Frozen Trail. You get increased projectile damage. If you have at least 40 intelligence in radius, Frostbolt fires 2 additional projectiles. It will also gain extra projectile speed per second. Okay, so if we were a Frostbolt character, that would be nice. Or not, so it doesn't matter. But if we were, that would be great. As it is, I might try and corrupt it. Oh man, bottlenecking enemies like this is always a good time. Confusing. Oh, I grabbed the rare item, which I didn't need. Do we have the Veil Orb on us? No, we popped it away. I tend to corrupt jewels. In theory, you can make different unique jewels. Some of which are good, most of which are terrible. But you never know. Oh wait, we got a fireball too. Level 1552. 1552. So to 58. Yeah, well, I'll chance it. Please don't go over. 56. Alright, we're good. Everything is fine. A slightly stuttery latency on here. Oh boy! Looked away for a second, taking big damage. What the hell are those cultists? Maybe they're in the center of the map. I have been going around the outside. Oh hey look, beyond monsters. It's a shame. I was prepared for that. And pop them all. Hey look, we did our Beyond Prophecy. I need to get out of this poison before it kills me. I think that's about this whole area. No, never mind. It still says more than 50 monsters remain, so let me head towards the middle of it. Technically we don't have to kill everything, but it's like we opened the portal, we may as well kill as much as we can while we're here. Why abandon the areas early? 46 monsters remain, so we're under 50 at least. And probably over here's the last group we'll kill. And hey, another map. Good to go. I do like that portal effect, it's pretty nice. So we got Blood Rain, a portal effect, and had enough points left over for wings. That's not too bad. Why are you happy and pissed at the same time? And let's see what we get out of this. Totally different jewel. Spell damage while wielding staff doesn't help. Strength doesn't help. Attack speed doesn't help. Mana doesn't help. Ooh, Doritos. I would gladly take a Dorito. We'll put the corrupted one somewhere. I'll probably just with my other ones, I guess. Whatever. We got the currency put away mostly. Physical damage with wands. Thanks for that useless piece of garbage. And we now get more league stones. Say we got quite a few options. We can't have two of the same types, so we can only bring one of the Tempest. I'm gonna bring the Shining one because I have no idea what a Shining Tempest is, and I'd like to find out. Invasion, I want to try that one. Probably going to kill us. And... sure, Nemesis is fine. That'll do. Wow, we got a few crystal ore maps here. Means we can trade up some of them. It's not even a map that I like that much of. Keep the superior. There we go. So that gets us 2 factory maps for trading up. We'll do the superior one because it's already superior, and let's see what we can make it. Have a chance to avoid status ailments, doesn't bother us. Monster skills chain extra time, so we don't only one target, doesn't matter. That would actually affect our summoner, but not so much us. Let's go. Coded, I'm not sure if this is still the case, but I believe it used to be the case that you could get the older version of the Adobe Suite. I think it was like CS1, perhaps? For free. Legally. Alright, I want to stand in one of these stupid things to see what it's going to do. I don't know what this prophecy is till I stand in it, but they're popping too fast. Alright, well, you know, screw you too, game. Oh, come on, spawn close to me. There we go. You've increased item rarity and quantity. Wow, okay. So if we stand in one of those and then kill things, ooh, it's much better for us. For 5 seconds. It doesn't say how much more, but that's pretty damn nice. If I can pull that off more frequently than not, this could be a very profitable map for us. Or nothing could drop, apparently. That's always a possibility, too. Alright, Zarin, see you next time. Thanks for tuning in for the stream. Hope you had a good time watching fire rain from above. And thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you and, I mean, any viewer as well, but it's pretty cool. I think this is the first time you've seen a stream. You always told me I should use the power of my voice, and now here I am, using the power of my voice. It was meant to be. I was always meant to be a streamer. I don't know what I was shooting at there. Also, because of the wording, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in the Tempest when it goes off, or if enemies are supposed to be in the Tempest when it goes off, or maybe it stacks. Maybe if I have the buff and the thing I kill has the buff, it's even higher. I'm not sure. Oh, he had Soul Eater. Well, he's dead, so it doesn't matter. Clearly, this is not the hardest of maps, but we got a decent amount of stuff coming from it. The harder the mods you roll on a map, the better the quality of items it'll give. Harder mods give increased rarity and quantity of items dropping, which is pretty damn nice. I need to actually re-download some form of editing software. Specifically video editing, in case I want to do, or actually like a Photoshop type program. I didn't carry over any when I swapped computers, so if I ever want to do more layouts or whatnot, I need some sort of program to edit it with. I used to use Photoshop. I still might download the Adobe Suite if it's still available. Got a sweet level going on. Back to the life rectangle. 4,500 life. A good amount of life. I could use way more, though. There's really no such thing in this game as too much life. Doesn't exist. And apparently, this build is aiming for something like 10k. 9 to 10k at some point. I don't know if I'll be able to hit that self-found, but we're gonna try. Even if I can hit 6 or 7, that would be reasonable. That said, we're doing okay for now. I don't feel like we're doing bad. Dead be he. I think we're getting turned around. See, this type of Tempest would be great on the Summoner again. Oh boy, you are slightly damaging. That was a unique invader. And now he's dead. That was actually a new one. I needed that. If I kill enough different types of invaders, I get another challenge complete. It's the type of... A lot of the challenges are just play the game, you'll get it. And this one, as long as I'm using invader stones every once in a while, I'll get that eventually. It's a bit of RNG, but you'll get it. Just a matter of finding it. Some of them you have to actively farm for. I kind of just want to hit 19. We are at... If you type something, it shows how many. We're at 12. It shows the number next to your name. 19 would be nice. 24 would be better. 36 would be insane, but we're not getting 36. I'm not trying for it. It's unreasonable for me. 19 is doable. Definitely possible. Elvergalia could be good, but not for us. So screw it. At Series Pride. Oh, I don't think I've seen that one before. Let's kill it. Beautiful. One of these days I'd like to kill Itsiri on this character. Itsiri was like the original super boss. And I've killed her once or twice, but she's still tough. Even though she was like the first super boss, that doesn't mean that she's easy now. And she has a more powerful form, which I've never even tried. Like, it's just... I barely can kill regular Itsiri. Uber Itsiri is just... Oh boy! Okay, well, I don't know what happened, but I died. Definitely don't know what did it, but I totally died. Oh, Caustic Clouds, probably. Rogue Exile, too. We lost a little XP. Actually, hold on. Alright, only died 11 times in this character. That's not abysmal. I should have opened a portal closer to where I was. It's going to be a little bit of a walk back. Go up to 60 now, so I think we're actually pretty up to date on these. We gotta walk all the way back. Well, dems to brakes, I guess. I don't even remember where the hell we were. We're just gonna keep clearing until we find that box. Deal with it then. As long as there's stuff to murder, we're heading in the right direction. Ooh, oh. So I mentioned earlier that the de facto currency in this game is Chaos Orbs. Most items are priced in Chaos Orbs when you're trading with other people. In general, a solid rare at your level is probably about a Chaos Orb. A solid, not a great, not a fantastic, just, you know, it's got life and some resist maybe. A Chaos. Most fairly common uniques, a Chaos. When things are too pricey to reasonably be priced in Chaos Orbs, they're priced in Exalted Orbs. One Exalted varies, because again, it's kind of a player economy. One Exalted Orb is worth roughly, depending on when in a league you trade it, 30 to 60 Chaoses, give or take. So getting one to just drop on the ground is a wonderful thing. Currency was bottle caps? No, that would be nice though. That would be kind of knocking off... Hey, another unique jewel. Alright, so... Exalted Orbs are not common at all. I've maybe found 4 or 5 my entire time playing this game. I tend to find 1 per league, which is much more noticeable when it's a league that I trade in, which is not this one. But in other leagues, I usually find 1 per league, and am very happy. 1 Exalted Orb could easily gear up your average character in good endgame gear. If you're a more specialized character, if you're CI, maybe not quite 1 Exalted Orb, maybe a little more. If you're a build that relies on a super rare unique, obviously you'd need more, because some super rare uniques are worth a ton. But on an average character, like if I was playing this character in a non-self-found league, that Exalted Orb would pay for any amount of gear I needed realistically for this character. But this is not a super gear dependent character either, so take that as you will. Beat him in a duel, now he's happy. And we're happy, because he's got rep. The ultimate, and I've never actually seen one of these in game. You can find an item called the Mirror of, I think it's Calandria, I can't remember, it's a name that starts with K. Everybody just calls it a mirror. It is the rarest currency item in the game. Absolutely period done. No contest. The rarest currency item in the game. Very few things are priced in mirrors, because very few people ever have more than one at a time. And usually, if you have a mirror to trade, you can get pretty much anything. Pretty much. No matter how rare the item is, how well rolled it is, I get one for a mirror. You could probably get several for a mirror. It's really rare. Like, stupidly rare. Again, I've never actually seen one in-game. I've seen pictures of them. I've seen one linked in chat. I have not ever seen one. I know they exist, but barely. That would be the ultimate. If I got one of those to drop on stream, that would be just top tier. I'm going to open a portal in case I somehow die again. I don't have to keep walking back here. That would be the craziest. If I got a mirror to drop on stream, that would just be the absolute ultimate. So what? Oh, you killed me. It was a rogue exile that I wasn't ready for. Doing probably poison damage. Or just damage. Wow, that was totally worth it. An orb of scouring. They're okay, but it's not, like, worth the death. My own fault. I died. Hey, look, another rogue exile. Spin it around. Or maybe it's an evasion boss, actually. Hey, look at that. Oh, wait, we got a flippin' jewel we didn't ID yet either. Boots, too. I said earlier I needed better boots. So the jewel. Traps of mines deal 5 to 10 additional physical damage. Leave me alone. Traps of mines have a 25% chance to poison on a hit. That would be cool if I use traps or mines. I don't, so it's useless to me. Lionized Paws. Required level 30. Armor EV. That means it would be tough to get the sockets I need. Strength, Dexterity. Fire damage to attacks. Movement speed. Movement speed when on low life. Stun and block recovery. Cannot be stunned when on low life. Not good for me. They're not terrible boots, but they're definitely not good for this character. Which is a shame, because I need better boots. But hey, you know, we're finding stuff, and that's cool. Hard to go wrong with finding new uniques. And you never know. I'm going to keep it aside, because if I level another character, maybe it will be helpful for them. Or maybe it won't. You never know. What the hell is the boss of this place? I feel like it's way bigger than most other maps. I think it took me half this time, even if we ignore the death, to make it through the previous map area. The arcade. Chest of nothing. Chest of nothing. Trunk of nothing. A scroll of wisdom. Oh, and the arena. Okay, there's the boss. Portal in case. Has been known to be mildly annoying at times. I'm on another one of those. Oh, this guy is basically a Blessed Hammerton. Like, for all intents and purposes, the people who make this game are massive Diablo 2 fans. That's why they made this game. It's because at that point in time, Blizzard wasn't making another Diablo game. Now they did since then. They made Diablo 3, but the game's been in development for a while. Kill him, kill them, try not to die to that fire. Mitts, rapier. Yeah, sure, we'll grab them. Pop that out, and I think I'll do... Actually, no, that's about where I end for the night. It's 2 a.m. Perfect timing. Probably do Molten Shell now, actually. I should have been leveling that up a little ways ago. Yeah, level 60, Molten Shell's 55. Beautiful. Molten Shell's beautiful. I don't think... It's harder to notice when it happens. Let's say I can actually manually cast it if I take that off. Molten Shell is the one that looks like that. When I get hit, sometimes that happens. It ups my armor by almost 1,000. And if I get hit enough times when that's active, it'll explode for 5,000 fire damage. Holy crap. Yeah, if I take 705 damage, it pops. I'm very likely to take that type of damage, and if they're close to me, they get hit hard. So it's both preventative and offensive, which is nice. I gotta go back. Apparently you guys posted 101 new messages since I started streaming, but I'm gonna go back through them, don't worry. I can't guarantee I'll read every word of every post, but I'm gonna browse them for sure. You do 5,000 damage if you sneeze. I believe it. As a fire dragon, it is totally possible. Say, lightning gems. Lightning damage to spells, though not nearly as much as the one we have. Fire resist, so no. Chromatic, don't care. Intelligence, a ton of life. Mana and lightning. What do these have? These have tri-resist. Oh, with a really high lightning. Okay, that's hard to top. That's really hard to top. Those will go away. Those we'll hold on to. Leather belt, I don't care. Finish putting everything away. Actually, I should trade in some of these. Yeah, I can trade in some of those real quick at the end of the stream, too. Been meaning to do that for a little while. Uniques go here. Crap. Not the belt, that one. You take all of these items away from me. And pop these away too. So let's take those and turn them in and see what we get. Probably nothing great. But you never know. So, if this gets us the top right fragment, we'll be very happy. Bottom right, not good enough. This will just get us a Chaos Orb, hard to go wrong. Simple and effective. This will get us Life Armor, probably terrible. It's well known that that's one of the worst divination cards. Yep. It's a level 50 armor that gives me 7 to life and nothing else. That's worthwhile. Yep, that's good. Actually, do you know what? Out of curiosity real quick. I was looking up earlier, Christina Ricci. So, B.trade. I'm curious how many chaos a mirror is worth. I wanted chaos, and I had a mirror. Landria. What is the going exchange rate? A mirror is worth 1,000, somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100 chaos orbs. That's the exchange rate right now. So yeah, mirrors are worth so many. So many. How many loods does it take to get Viper Stream banned? How many loods do I have? I have no loods. Not how I roll. I don't roll lood. Yeah, see, we need the top right one, which is the rare one. With a full one of these, you can run Atsiri, the Uber, the like more powerful boss. Not Uber Atsiri, just regular. But I'd like to try it if I can get a full one. Real quick, we could level up one of these. We can quality one of it. I can get a little more in Scorching Ray. I think it's just beam length. Yeah, I'm going to keep that quality gem around in case I need it. For now, we're good. This has been Viper S for Viperland. Thank you to everybody tuning in live. You're all wonderful and fantastic people, and thanks for anybody watching the archives. These consistently get views. Honestly, the Path of Exile videos get way more views than any other archived video put up. Hope you're all enjoying. Hope you had a good time. I will, weather permitting, be around tomorrow, streaming whatever the hell I feel like, honestly. There will definitely be Monster Hunter later on. Again, this is all power pending. There'll definitely be Monster Hunter later on. And I'm going to try to do the stream with my dad. There may be Path of Exile or something else throughout the day, too. I don't know for sure. Either way, see you all next time.